Mizzy.
Yeah, what's up? What's up?
What's going on, man?
Not much. How are you?
I'm ready to rock and roll tonight.
All right. Should I prepare myself?
Well, you better bring some energy. Speak loud, speak up, speak clear.
Oh, if I'm not loud enough, let me know. But I'll
Funny
try.
thing is, last week it was or a couple weeks ago it was your eye, and now it's my eye.
Yes, my eye is a lot better.
Yeah,
Now
you were like, did you get punched in the eye?
like, yeah, you got a shiner or something. What's going on over there? Talking crap about people's movies. They got this poppy one.
Yeah, right. That's me. More like you.
Yeah, exactly.
Talking crap about people's movies. Well. I'm looking forward to tonight. We've got 8 people in the chat watching at the moment.
So,
by the way, before we go ahead and get started, I do want to tell everybody that's in here at the moment, Dave from 4K Lowdown is battling cancer at the moment, and Guy had sent me a link. I posted in the description on our page right here on our live stream. So if you're able to, the GoFundMe link should be in the description. This isn't a pressure to, donate anything. If you can, you can. If you can't, you can't. There's no pressure, but be praying for him. Just keep him in your thoughts. Maybe reach out to him and let him know you're thinking about him and things like that. So the link is in the description. It is 4K Lowdown. That's what he goes by on Instagram, and family man, things like that. So just keep him in your thoughts. But on to other notes. We've got a watch list stream to go through tonight. You've got 10 movies. This is your second list. What did you think of this list? Are you thinking higher, or what do you think?
I mean, I was surprised with the last list and how many. I got a 5-star and a few 4s. So I personally am not expecting any 5s tonight, and that's perfectly fine as long as I don't get any duds like a 1 or 1.5, 2, which I don't think I did, but let's hope. I don't know.
Okay.
The other ones that first, I knew you would hate Men in Color Space, and
not a fan of those ones.
Yeah.
And I got your prediction right here. Mm-hmm. I have got your list. I'm pretty sure I already sent it to you. Your next list.
Yeah.
So I've been scheduling these things out. I've already scheduled out. Like, I got Ashley on next week, and I already scheduled out when I'm going to watch her second list. So that's October 1st. I've already got you scheduled. I've got Joe scheduled. So it's funny. I'm like scheduling out another stream with people I haven't even done their next
year. Right. The second, yeah, right.
So if Nikki's out here and she's like, hey, I'm ready for October I'm going to give you another
Nikki,
list.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, okay, Nikki, sounds good. Like, let me know.
It's like the rotation. Me, Joe, Jeff, Nikki.
Right.
We had some more during the month.
Yeah, I got Guy in November. So
Guy, Caprice.
Yeah, I want to mix it up and do some other people for sure. I don't want to just keep rotating.
Sure. People are going to get bored of my face here. Like, come on.
But what's up?
I said people are going to get bored of seeing me on your channel.
Maybe. But yeah, anyways, go tell a friend that we're live and have them watch and jump in and just tell them to, watch and give their opinion on it.
Absolutely.
Here. We've got Caveman in the chat saying, hey there, everyone. Please hit the like button for an incredible person from the community. Alert others how terrific Mizzy is as a friend.
Thank you. Thank you, Guy. I appreciate that.
You're going to cry, man.
Yeah, right? I know. Bob's never said that to me.
Hold on, I see a tear coming down his eye right now. What did you do? What are you doing, Guy?
My contact again. No, very nice, Guy. Thank you. That's very nice of you.
I don't know about all that, but
I know he would have looked at me. I was like, yeah, you don't know him, Guy. Yeah, you don't really know Mizzy.
No, I agree.
I'm kidding. It's all love. It's all love.
It's just all making Mizzy gush tonight.
Oh,
but no, it's funny too because like you and I hang out so much. Obviously, like we watch a lot of the same movies and stuff like that.
We do. I don't know about that. Yeah.
People on Letterboxd see that.
Yeah.
And so it's just funny because I've been very good about keeping like my thoughts very.
You have, yeah. Last time I got a few things out of you last.
Yeah, you did. You don't know anything.
I grilled you a little bit. I don't know too much at all. So I think I might be surprised on a few.
Yeah, you were like last week. You were like, "I'll get it out of you," because you don't like surprises. You don't like to be surprised.
Yeah, not really.
Like the kid on Christmas.
Yeah. Oh, I always did that. I was sneaked in my parents' closet. Whatever.
I did that when I was younger. I hate knowing stuff now. I want to be surprised. Like if I don't want to know what Nikki's thoughts are about like the movies she watched. I don't want to know. I like surprises. I don't
like all the whole. Yeah, I don't mind like a little bit. Like I liked it or maybe I didn't, or not all the details. You said there's one that you have a lot of notes on. I guess
there's a lot. I have a lot of notes.
Yeah, so I'm interested.
Actually, there's multiple.
Oh, okay. I don't know if it's good or bad, but okay.
My number 10, I have a lot of notes on. Though.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. Number 10, I don't, because I watched it and then I forgot to I lost my notes for it, and so I had to rewrite my notes. So I ended up. It is what it is.
So you were so involved. You were like, no notes.
Yeah, Tony's probably down at the bottom of the chat right now saying, "Would you two just get started already?"
Yeah, right. I gotta go to bed. Hurry up. Yeah.
Facebook Blue says, "Good evening." Nikki says, "Hello, Bob and Mizzy. Hope you're both having a great evening." Nikki, because you're here now, we're both having a great evening. Holland says, "Howdy." What's up, Howdy? Howdy, Holland. That's his new nickname. Howdy, Holland.
Howdy, Holland. All right.
I like it. Hi, Jane Doe Letty. And anyways, let's just ignore the highs. Joe says, "Hi, everyone. Another great night. Been looking forward all day. I'm looking forward to it as well." Caprice came home to a nice little package she sent me. Thank you very much. Caprice says, "Hello, everyone. Let's hope Mizzy doesn't need additional therapy after this list. Can't wait to see."
We'll see. I know. My bills are high.
Hi, Nick. Hi, Caprice. Hey there, Bobby Blue. Adrian's in the chat. We got Howland Docha saying hi. Johnny says, "What's up, cool kids?" Hey, Howland. A lot of highs back and forth. Marie says hi to everyone. She's sick on the couch. Hi, Marie.
Feel better, Marie.
Feel better, Marie. April's in the chat. My night just got better. When April and Nikki are here, the night's always like, okay.
There you go. Absolutely. It steps up a level.
Exactly. Hey there, everyone in the chat. Basement Blues. We got hey, April, and hey, Caveman. Hey, Caveman. Hey, April. Hey, Bob and Mizzy in chat. It's your boy, Tony.
What's up, Tony?
Tony P in the chat. Howland. Hey there, Tony. Tony, how are you? Hey, Caprice, I'm good. Mizzy is crying for the bad films you made him watch. I already have 10 more ready for you, Bob. Sweet.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
I was so busy earlier. We were talking. When I shaved, I was shaving earlier, and I totally forgot I did put a clip out of that. I went backstage with you earlier, and you were like, "Oh yeah, I know it's definitely noticeable." I was like, "Yeah."
No, when you see somebody that has this,
it looks bad, dude. I look like I either look like
you just look younger.
Yeah, I look younger, and
I won't say the other thing.
I look fatter too. My face.
No, I don't say that. Listen, I got a fat face here, bro.
Anthony says, "What's up, guys? Love the stream you did yesterday, Bob. Tony's expressions were priceless."
Yes, Tony the feminist. Yes, that was awesome. I love you, Tony. Tony's like, "God damn."
Oh, geez. What's up, Anthony? Good old Anthony.
What's up,
Anthony? Good to see you around, Anthony. I know he saw. I think he gave Strange Darlings 4 stars as well. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, nice.
Right? I'm pretty sure.
I think everybody's been liking that movie.
Yeah, 4 stars for everybody. I think on Strange Darling. I know Coco and Brian, I think, gave it 4 stars both as well.
Nice. Very cool.
Just a lot of highs back and forth here. Some of us work early in the AM. Get this going, Tony P says. So one of the Tonys was going to say.
Tony goes to bed early too.
How are you doing? I had to wait until there were more people watching. We got Vinicio in the chat. I hadn't seen his face around. You were even saying the same thing we were talking about.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah.
It's just great to see him around. He's watching movies.
I see. I on Letterboxd. He loved The Crow. He said,
all that stuff. Good to see, man. I miss Vinicio.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
He's a stand-up dude, man. Like. And you know, like I'm not out here to kiss ass. Like if I say something, I mean it. I'll tell you I think somebody's a loser if I do. So
you would. Yeah.
I would.
You try to be nice, and you're like, no,
he's still the motherfucking horror cholo. So wow, he's
look at Holland. He's swearing like that. Wow. All right.
Holland. Say Benicio. And I was talking to you about that. I did a video. I recorded. It was pre-recorded with Vinicio, Caprice, and Adam. We did it like midnight, or because they all lived in California at the time, and so we had made a video reviewing Brain Damage. We reviewed Brain Damage, and it's the one that you said Ken didn't care for as much. Yeah. And I was like, "Oh, me, Caprice, Adam," and you were like, "You made a video." I was like, "Dude, it's probably 2 years old." I was like, "It's an old one."
Right, you can still throw it up on there.
Yeah, so
I am just gonna grab my charger real quick, so I don't have to do it during.
Okay, cool. I'll just catch up with the chat and go over your number 10, so you don't get too mad. I'm allowed 1 bad word a day, Mizzy. Holland says.
Oh, okay.
Professor Bob, greetings. What's up, Crow? Happy Crow to miss. Prime. What's up, Optimus Prime? All right. Let's see here. So I've got my list, 10 movies right here, all written down. Posters ready to go and everything. So once he gets back, we'll definitely get it
I'm
started.
here. Sorry, I just had to grab my charger. I always forget my charger. Another room. Alrighty.
Mountain Dew.
Nice. Yeah, you gotta save me a couple of those cans, the flavors I can't get.
Yeah, you know what? I already drank the Star Spangled.
Yeah, what the heck, man?
But I'll try and save
That's
you.
okay. So that's December.
I'll get a couple more so I could save you a couple of the other ones because you do got to try them. I
All
mean,
right.
I probably tried about at least 30 or 35 different Mountain Dew flavors by now.
Wow.
I mean,
it's
in a lifetime of them.
That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty
Discussing
good.
banners, Bob. Okay, my bad. I'll make sure I get on.
Oh yeah, I'll remind you if I.
Ellie, what's up, baby?
Hey, Ellie.
I shouldn't do it in that voice.
Oh,
I was just trying to. I was just reading Anthony's. There's a little.
Yeah, I saw that after. I'm like, what the heck?
It's the original.
Just the original.
Original. Oh, I was like original.
I guess that's right.
Ellie, my arch nemesis.
Oh, Dakota.
Yeah. Okay. Speaking of Dakota Johnson. Okay.
Oh, you're gonna know.
So okay. Dakota Johnson. Speaking of Dakota Johnson, before we go ahead and get started, there's two things I wanted to cover. Guess what, guys? This is a fun little. Wait, where is it? Hold on. It's got to be somewhere. Right here. Look at that.
Who is that? Oh my god.
Who is that? On October 1st, I'm doing a October 4th.
4th.
It's her birthday. And this is a Dakota Johnson fan club.
It's her birthday.
Why'd you say it's her birthday? Yes, it is. Yeah. And we're gonna do a Dakota Johnson stream. So shout out to Tony. He sent me that thumbnail over. It looks gorgeous. Thank you very much, Tony. And then on this Sunday, we're doing a stream. Mid-Levolution is back.
Finally.
This Sunday, we got Tony, the good-looking Ken, and then the average-looking Bob.
And the average baby-looking Bob.
Yeah, baby.
Right now, yeah, that picture. Got to update that picture.
Average to below average.
No.
What's up, Anthony? We got Mommy Doe, Yo Joe. Come on, birthday suits. I changed Optimus to Crotimus. Happy you didn't forget me. Oh, I didn't. Yeah,
I know that. I know.
It says Prince right there in the parentheses.
Sorry. We know who you are.
Actually in the Dakota Johnson fan club. She has fans besides Bob. Shut up, Tony.
She has one.
No, sir. Holland Oates. What else? Come in your birthday suits. Holland Oates. And Tony said, no, sir.
Oh boy, yeah, no. Tony showers in his clothes.
No one with any self-respect, Tony. Shut up, Johnny. FYI, David is posting updates on Facebook. He thanks everyone for the continued support. He is back in the hospital to drain blood from one lung and place into port for future drainage. It's a long road. Absolutely. Just keep him in your thoughts and prayers. Allie says, Bob, Ashley, and I are the members of the Dakota Johnson.
Well, there's only 3, Allie. That's
well, shut up, Mizzy. I'll have Anthony smack you silly. Don't even start with me.
Anthony, are you a fan? He's me, my big fan. Because of Allie.
We all know Johnny wants to join the club. Tony's pulling out the notebook as we speak. April says, Johnny's actually a closet.
Yeah. Imagine if we find out Johnny has all her movie, loves her. Oh my god, that'd be hilarious.
Don't worry, he's got a shrine.
Right.
He thought I was bad.
Right. Oh my god.
All right, so number 10. Should we do it?
Let's go. I'm ready.
Let's go. Yep, because Tony P is getting pissed.
He's gotta get to bed.
All right. So number 10 is going to be a movie that is getting a 4K from Kino Lorber very soon.
Oh, okay, Brick. Yeah, okay.
Right.
Okay. I'm similar with you. Very nice.
Number 10, Brick.
Okay.
Okay.
Would you rate this? Or are you gonna do that after? I don't know.
I gave it 1.5.
Oh, okay. Damn. Damn, we got a 1.5. Shit.
There's Mizzy here. Okay, so number 1.5 stars. I actually took notes on this and they got deleted. So I accidentally didn't copy and paste them over. Well, anyway, so I'll try and go off of memory. Okay. I'm normally not a big fan of movies that show the ending of the movie in the beginning.
Oh,
so it, shows you what happens. Sometimes hit or miss for me. But overall, I wasn't into this one. Some of the camera work was interesting. There was a shot though. The one. Hold on, did I write it down? I don't know. Hold on. I really like the scene where he takes his shoes off, slides, and trips the dude.
Yeah.
That was cool. Like that.
Yeah.
It's a really strange movie. Wasn't my jam.
It is. I agree.
Reminds me a lot of Paper Towns and some Under the Silver Lake.
Okay, but you like Paper Towns.
I like Paper Towns.
Yeah.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt is I don't think Paper Towns is great. I remember it being.
Oh, okay. I've never seen it, so
I
you
like
told me to watch it. So
Joseph Gordon-Levitt is normally always good, so I don't have much to say. I just didn't really enjoy this movie. It's not like it's even boring because it's pretty fast-paced, kind of. It's just chaotic and feels all over the place. You texted me. You were like, "This is an
Yeah, I haven't seen this in a long time, and I was like, oh, it's very, I'm with you on that. A lot of it, it's pretty low on my list as well. I don't know. Some parts are just confusing. There was some good camera work though.
How many stars would you give this? I'm curious.
I put a 3 here, but
so you would give it 3, okay? Because now I'm curious how many stars. Because I was talking about this with you before we started the stream. I was like, I'm actually curious if I ever end up liking somebody's list more than they did. So if you
that'd be interesting if that would happen.
That happens if I'm liking a list more than you.
Yeah. Oh, you got to put now discussing. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So I just saw that.
Now discussing all bricked up.
There you go. All bricked up.
All bricked up.
All bricked up.
Yeah. So we're done discussing it. Cool.
Yeah, pretty much. Listen, I'll get that 4K when it comes out.
I will too.
And I know you plugged up the Kino 4K. Yeah. It was, I like Ryan. I like his other movies, Ryan Johnson. I know you're not a big fan of Nizo. You said that hurt me when he told me that one day. I think we had a little.
I doubt it's okay. I'm not like the biggest fan of the movie.
But Looper is great, and this was just like, I don't know. I was a little underwhelmed. I was a little confused too, a little bit, I guess. Or I'm like, what's going on here? Then the girl at the end? I don't know. The girl.
Yeah, I just all over the place. It's kind of.
Yeah, it is kind of old. I guess it's one of his first movies, so. But I love there's a good one of it, so.
Let's get to the chat here. We're the Holy Trinity, quality over quantity.
There you go.
Yeah, keep your mouth shut, Busy. How's it going, Kate?
Hey, look, Allie's awesome.
Don't forget about that banner, Bob. Yep, I like Brick. I'm sorry about the banner. Banners, Professor. Going good, Anthony. Thanks for asking. What a coincidence. I watched Brick a couple days ago. You watched all Brick too. Brick guy. Hey, Caprice, April, Anthony, Johnny, Helen, Tony, and Nikki. I know Prince, thank you, was reminding Bob. Oh, okay. Haha, my bad. There we go. All right. So this is number 10. But I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's funny. I don't know why. Okay.
I have some strong thoughts on your list. I'll put it this way: there's something your list did that no list has done yet.
Oh, in a good way or a bad way?
We'll see.
All right. Yeah, boy. I don't know. That's interesting.
Yeah. So okay. Anyways, let's move on. Right? Yeah.
I'm ready.
Don't worry. When we get to the bottom half, as always, when we get to like number 1, 2, 3, so on and so forth.
Oh yeah. I'm not worried.
Number 9. Very long, little, not quite my thought. It's good. It's well made. Let me try and get my notes here. I gave the next one 2.5 stars.
Okay.
Forgot to write notes here, so I'll just keep teasing the next one here. I
feel like I know what it would be, but I don't know.
Do you know what it is? If I wrote any notes, I think
DP? Is that the initials of the movie?
No.
No. Oh, okay. No.
What?
Dead. I was trying to say.
Oh, DP. Oh, no. Okay. The next one is going to be Traffic, which is.
Okay.
Here.
Okay.
2.5 stars I gave it. It's just really long.
It is long.
Okay, so let's get that banner up. Now discussing Traffic. Perfect. Okay. All right. So for me, not really my thing.
The multiple stories?
No, I don't mind the multiple stories. These multiple stories don't really seem that they connect necessarily. They're just never come together, really.
It's all like a
different story.
Drugs one way or another, but
yeah. I
don't think they connect because I agree with that. And
I wrote it's obviously not a bad movie, but it's not really my cup of tea. I didn't really mind the stories, but I also didn't care much for them. I do usually like multiple storyline types of movies. Some are some of my favorite movies. I obviously love Crash and Disconnect and several others, but I hated Babel. And I just felt like with Traffic, the stories never really finish. There's like the one at the end that just abruptly ends. Like they set her up or something, or like they put the camera in the damn room, and then all of a sudden the movie ends. And
Catherine Zeta-Jones and her husband.
I'm like, what the hell? This movie just ended.
Yeah, because it is weird because they're like he's like at a baseball game, and just all of a sudden the credits just kind of pop up. And
Yeah, I really, it was like an abrupt ending for me. I became pretty restless with this one about an hour in. It was okay, I guess. Great ensemble of a cast, but it just
yeah,
drags along.
great
And one of
cast.
my other issues is that the stories are tossed around like a rag doll. And I think sometimes they need to be fleshed out a bit more and they just abruptly cut to another story. The editing is like really quick. Like some of the stories are, that's my biggest complaint about the movie is the stories aren't fleshed out enough. Like they just, when we're getting into a scene, it
Right
cuts
when you get into all of a sudden it cuts to something
it
else.
cuts
Yeah,
to something
I
else. That was my
agree.
biggest thing. And also, Topher Grace is a no for me. And this is the second list you put Topher Grace on, and I'm sick of it. You got
I'm
to
gonna
stop
keep doing it. All right.
Topher Grace
What a
shit.
date with Tad Hamilton the next.
I've seen that. I already
I
seen
know.
it.
I don't
You're
put
owning
that
a day with Ted
in.
Hamilton.
Yeah.
You would say you would. I thought you were going to say, yeah, you would own that movie.
Of course you would not know. I already know that.
Anyways, it was okay. Probably a one-time watch for me. I have the Criterion back there. I just
see. Yeah. Oh, okay. So, I didn't even know there was a Criterion of this movie. Interesting.
Yep. I told you last week you have short-term memory loss.
I do. I definitely do. Yeah, I agree. I liked Erica Christensen's storyline with Michael Douglas and that more than like Benicio's, like in the Mexico, because I understand it's like different port, like it's the Mexico how the drugs get to America, and her father was a DA agent and all that, or works in the government. Because she did a pretty good job, right? I mean, I know.
Oh, she's good. Yeah.
I'm a big fan, and
it's okay, I guess. Ouch. Let's see here. Went from 1.5 to 2.5. We're moving up.
That's right, Caprice. Moving on up.
We're gonna move up on the next one too. Happy Crow Optimist says, there we go. Mizzy, you might have a 5-star.
Well, I had one. I don't think that's what he was saying.
Really, Bob, Traffic is so good, Joe says. Traffic is a great film. I figured most people like Traffic.
It's a good film, yeah.
Traffic, shocking. I remember Traffic being solid, but I have never felt the need to revisit.
Yeah, I agree.
It's just, I bought Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, for example, today, and we were just talking about this earlier. I said, that's the type of movie. It was really good, really well made. I gave it 4 stars, really liked it. Good performances, super great visuals, very stunning to look at. CGI was really good, in my opinion, but it's not something, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is not something I would watch every year or every 2 years. I probably wouldn't watch it for
till the next one comes out or something, maybe.
Traffic 2000 is available on Prime, FYI. For every low score, Mizzy's going to add a Topher Grace.
That's right. Yeah, good point.
Del Toro is an underrated actor. He's so versatile.
Oh, he's awesome.
You gave me 2 Benicio Del Toro movies.
Exactly. Yeah, he's a good actor.
Looks like Bob needs to sit down and write 2 letters. Johnny says, what would you give this as far as stars go?
I said a 3 as well. I said 3 to 3.5 because the cast is stacked. It's awesome.
All right,
like I said, one storyline I didn't really care for as much as the other ones.
I gave 3 stars on yours. Okay, what up, Grant?
What's
going on, man? What's up? What's up?
Boy. Oh my God, no.
Shut up. All right, hey, Grant. That's 2000. What?
Scary movie, yeah.
Good night, everyone. Bob kept me up late last night.
I know, Tony. You gotta get some rest, man.
Hi, Grant. Boy, Tony's leaving. It's time to shut the stream down.
Hey, Tony's going. He's out.
All right. You want to dive into number 8, or do you want to keep?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
Traffic. Looking for my chapstick. Feeling kind of caustic. There's a Ford Maverick. That's $1 million song right there.
I think Bob's losing his mind. I don't
you
know.
You know that movie, right?
Yeah, he told me Malibu's Most Wanted. I forgot the other day.
Malibu's Most Wanted.
Malibu's Most Wanted. Yeah.
Malibu's Most Wanted.
That was Bob in high school.
That's $1 million song right there.
B-Rabbit for you,
yeah. Yeah, I'm B-Rabbit from Malibu. Who hasn't seen that? It's going on your list. Nikki, have you seen
it? Yeah, Nikki. Yeah. She was like, what the hell did you get me over here?
Her son is Jeff. She's had to see
that's true. Yeah.
Malibu's Most Wanted. All right, so Traffic. Anyway.
Traffic's number 9. Okay.
Number 9, yes, sir. All right, my number 8.
All right.
Ready to get into it?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Number 8. Set it off.
Okay.
All right, number 8 is Set It Off. Where are my notes? I have a lot of notes on this one.
put the tab up so you don't complain.
Okay.
You have a lot. Oh, this is the one you have a lot of notes on.
I have a lot of notes on a lot of these, and I'm looking for the
Okay.
movie right here. Okay, I finally found it.
I have a lot on this one.
All right, now discussing Set It Off. Here we go. If you haven't seen it, we're talking Set It Off. We are going to dive into spoilers at some point in this movie, but it's not going to be right away. Sorry, Grant, just showing love. Caveman says, really great live stream last night. Okay, here we go. Muting You is a double feature Muting You. It's a double feature recommendation for me. Muting You.
Yeah.
Set It Off. Great heist film, Joe.
Thank you, Joe.
Totally agree. Have a good one, Tony. All right, so no, I didn't say I don't like it. It's my number 8. I gave it 3 stars.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Ooh, that means you got 3 stars.
Yeah, that's a good. That's a positive in your book.
Yeah.
Listen, I gave it 4, so yeah, it's okay.
You're okay. Anyways, all right, Set It Off, 4 stars. Let me get into my notes and explain why, because I'm going to give you some real thoughts about this movie. This is the one that I said was not accurate.
Okay.
This. I'll get into it, but also, anyways, here we go. I want Dell to be here because Dell gave this a really high score. I think he gave this 5 stars.
Oh, okay.
All right, Set It Off, 1996 is available on Paramount. Yes, Set It Off is great. All right, so let me give my thoughts on why it's 3 and not higher. The guy from the bank that is seeing Jada's character is terrible. Blair Underwood. God, he can't.
What?
First off, I never thought he was a great actor, but his character is corny as hell. The actor is Blair Underwood, anyways, is what I wrote.
Yes.
He's corny as hell.
He has long legs. Yes.
I can see why they came up with the title Set It Off. Outside of Queen Latifah, they all had something messed up happen to them. So they kind of just boils over, Set It Off, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Why am I not surprised to see Queen Latifah playing a lesbian, I wrote.
Wow. Jeez.
Hey, come on. Isn't she gay in real life too?
Yes, as far as I know.
Yeah,
yes.
Makes sense then.
Yeah.
Did not enjoy the scene where they tried to mock The Godfather. Tacky, corny, and honestly.
Oh yeah.
I wrote felt pathetic. That was absolutely.
Okay. I didn't go that.
That was pathetic.
Pathetic. Jesus. The voices weren't great when they tried to. But.
What the hell is this movie? Is this the wrong one? I wrote the sex scene montage with the song and the camera cuts, just ridiculous. Classic 90s.
Oh, that was a classic. I forget the song, but that was a classic song. That was like
it was typical 90s though. It was really fun.
Oh, for sure. That was a total
like
90s song.
Super cliche sex scene, like with the song playing. Anyways, I don't mean to keep complaining, but it's not even a bad movie. But what's with the masks they wear? Those are supposed to be good disguises.
No, those are bad.
And then the sunglasses are supposed to help them disguise them as well. I wrote, come on.
You see that the officer like right away picks one of them out. Like
Another complaint is that I might be talking spoilers, so I am going to put up spoilers for this movie just in case people haven't seen it. So we're talking Set It Off. Spoilers are going up. I'm going to give 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3, 2. I'm going to talk spoilers now for this movie. Okay, here we go. Another complaint is that when the FBI agents have them dead to rights in the bank, they don't shoot, and then the women turn around with guns. Come on, that would never happen. Let's be real, okay? If FBI or cops or anything like that, SWAT or anything, are in a bank and you pull a gun on them, they're shooting you. They're not going to hold their. And I know that there's a scene earlier in the movie where they kill an innocent kid.
Right, so they kill her brother, and
yes,
I think that cop felt bad, but he's not gonna be like,
you're not gonna sit there and be like, okay, you got a gun to me, you're criminals. Let me pull my gun and put it back in my holster. That's stupid to me.
He did that kind of twice.
Yes. I wrote, like I said, not a bad movie, but damn, I just can't look past the thousands of flaws. It's just so unrealistic. I haven't seen Mad Money in a long time, but it feels a little less corny than that one. It's like Mad Money.
Mad Money, I don't know. That's more of a
but less corny, I wrote. Anyway. Okay. I wrote, in the emotional impact at the end, I should have felt that a lot more, but when you just stop caring about these characters, you lose interest or emotional attachment to them. But still sad. But no, I did not cry like you thought I would. Also,
did I say that? You would cry?
Yeah, you said.
Oh, so with Kimberly Elise.
Not at all. I didn't even get a tear in my eye. Also, I hated Queen Latifah's character from the beginning, but she has a little redeeming moment in there at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Good third act. Actually, a great third act, but also very cliche. And I love how they get shot 175 times and still kicking, but that was typical of the 90s. You know, you get shot 50 times, you just keep moving at the end, you're still breathing.
Well, like Queen Latifah, she got lit up, and then she
Yeah.
still got a they lit up.
Like I said, still enjoyed it enough, but it doesn't hit the emotional beats for me that it's trying to. It suffers from a lot of flaws and cliches. And I don't even mind cliche moments, but too much of this feels tacky. I'll give it this though. It wasn't predictable for me. I did not anticipate this huge spoiler here. I did not anticipate seeing 3 of the 4 dying. So I got to give it. For me, I did not see that coming. Also, why you think he let her go at the end? He definitely saw her in the bus, right?
Oh, 100%. I wrote that too. He definitely
Probably because of he knew how many they fucked up.
How
They killed her brother
they
unlawfully.
killed her brother, and in the beginning, and
So, but just because I didn't really like it doesn't mean I'm right. Del gave this 5 stars, Vinicio gave this 4.5, and Johnny gave it 3 stars. So, and you gave
you're right
it
there with Johnny, then, yeah.
Anyways, like I said, killer third act. It really was super engaging and entertaining and emotional, despite me not feeling that emotion. But unfortunately for me, it dragged to get to that point, and it's not slow or anything. I just wasn't feeling it. All the flaws that I found in it took me out of it for the most part. But an excellent third act brings this to above average for me. Not bad. Enjoyed it enough. And I'm sure, like I said, for a lot of others like yourself, this movie works a lot better, and I'm glad. And I'm probably a product of seeing way too many excellent bank robbery movies. So I find the little flaws.
Okay, yeah, because you're comparing to the town or something. Yeah, I understand it. It's not,
and it's not even that this has aged poorly. I just didn't grow up with it. Like I said, I've seen 100 other bank robbery movies now before this, all done extremely better. So this movie plays it pretty serious. It's not meant to be a joke. So because you're going to play it seriously and you have really unrealistic moments, the masks, like, come on, that's not a disguise. The FBI not like letting them pull their guns and stuff. A lot of it feels
driving through the bank.
A lot of it feels so ridiculous. Where a lot of these other bank robbery movies like feel like they studied like and actually knew how to make a bank robbery movie. So that was my biggest flaw. It's why it's number 8, but it's 3 stars.
Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah, that's a pretty good number 8, 3 stars. That's not bad.
See, you didn't buy the Blu-ray though. Oh, you had this movie.
I have this already. I bought it used a while back.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
Go ahead, give me your thoughts. That was a lot of notes.
Yeah. That was, no, I totally agree with the mask part. Like, they don't even try to change anything up. Like, yeah, as long as that's in the clear mask type. There's, what did I write here? Yeah, her throwing the CDs out every time. Like, if you're really doing shit, that's how fingerprints over everything. I don't know if they even like. Oh, they kind of talked about it for a second, but
okay, yeah.
You know how Queen Latifah like steals like all these cars like throughout, and she's always throwing the CDs out, and that's kind of how they got her. Okay.
Oh, is that how they got her?
Well, they go Dusty's for prints, and I don't know if that's how they got her, but
oh wow, okay.
But like the cop, you could clearly tell it was Jada on the surveillance video, like the scene. He's like, yeah, like.
But Blair Underwood's character too in the beginning, especially in the beginning. The writing between the two of them, the love interest, is really fucking corny, bro.
Yeah, okay.
It's poor, and I'm not like Blair Underwood.
He doesn't do it.
Yeah, he was good.
That was fine. I don't like.
He's like, nothing that's special to me.
Yeah. Right when he walks in the bank and tries to pick her up, you're like, no. Yeah.
Corny as hell.
I think it's in the long legs as well. So.
Anything else you wanted to say?
Not really. I enjoy it, but I saw it when it came out, so maybe that has something to do with it too. And I like all the ladies, like good cast. But it's not a 2-star or anything, so I'll take it. Gotcha.
I think this is a joke, a poke and fun. I just saw because I'm in the chat right now. Grant says it's a New Line Cinema. Song is In Vogue, Don't Let Go.
Thank you.
Dead Presidents is a great heist film as well. Okay, so
interesting. Right.
Zombie, but Ashley says, "My brethren in Christ, how are you doing tonight?" And hello, chat.
Was that guy here today?
That poking fun at the guy from last night? I'm sure.
Yeah. I was talking to you with that guy. Is he here? I don't know.
No, he's not here.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So spoilers are off. You want to talk about number 7?
Sure, yeah, let's do it.
All right, number 7. Unless you had anything more that you wanted to say about that one.
No, I enjoy it, but
obviously 4 stars, pretty high.
Yeah.
All right, number 7 for me is going to be Shaft.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, number 7. This is going to be another 3 stars on the dot.
Okay.
What would you give it?
3.5. That's what I have right here.
Okay.
I enjoy it because, but this is the first Shaft I saw at the time. So.
Yeah, I still haven't seen the original.
I've never seen it. Yeah, I've seen parts of the original, but and then obviously
you got to understand. For me, the first Shaft.
Right, you got
The first Shaft movie that I saw was 2018 or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
2019, 2018.
Yeah, something like that. One of those years, 18, 19. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I gave this 3 stars. Like I said, I thought it was going to be more fun, personally. I did write a quote down. It's my duty to please that booty.
Yeah, okay.
I did write that. That's great. I love that. I've heard that before.
Yeah, that's nothing. Yeah.
I feel like he probably says that in the 2018 version.
Probably, yeah.
I wrote stories a bit all over the place, a bit too much going on, too many characters involved in all the different plots. I wrote it starts out. What's up?
Oh no, sorry. There are a lot of characters.
For sure. It starts out really strong. It just gets weaker as it goes on. But I really enjoyed the beginning half. But then it kind of gets repetitive and becomes convoluted. I wrote.
Okay.
But I didn't grow up with Shaft, and I still haven't seen the original 3. I've only seen the 2019 version before this, and I like that one a lot. I gave it 3.5 or 4. So, anyways, I like that one more than this one. It was also the first one I saw.
Right. See, I'm the opposite. Like, I don't mind the newer one, but yeah, this one but maybe because I saw this first. I remember seeing it in theaters with my dad, and it has a good cast. You see like a young Christian Bale and what's her name? I wrote her name down. Sorry, because I always forget. Oh, Toni Collette. Yeah. Kai Pfeiffer. Like.
Oh yeah.
I have fun in Jeffrey Wright in this Puerto Rican accent.
3 stars. That doesn't sound right about Set It Off. Well, it's 3 stars, Johnny.
Oh, see, John. He's saying his rating, yeah.
Unmuted. Shaft is okay, like the OG more. Dell says, "What's up?" We're talking Shaft. We just talked about Set It Off, and I was mentioning how Dell gave it 5 stars. Set It Off. So, did you see Dell's rating of 5 stars on that one when you logged?
Yeah, I must have. I'm sure I did. Yeah.
I always look at that.
I followed Dell. So
need to watch that one from 2000, and it's a Paramount movie. Yep. Ashley says Shaft could have been so much better, especially with Sam Jackson. I agree. I really do. And I didn't watch it as a kid, but I really felt that. Dell Darling, Johnny Caprice. We got Brian S. saying Dell. Watch OG Shaft. I do. I need to watch all 3 of them.
Yeah.
I want to check them all out. And I think the Criterion comes with the first 2.
It comes with, that one.
Shaft's Big Score.
Oh, yeah, that's the one. Okay. Those 2 of them. And there's Africa or something.
Third one.
Yeah.
I think that's the 3rd one.
Okay.
Yeah. I think the first 2 are the 70s. I know the first one's the 70s.
Yeah, no, it's definitely 70s.
Yeah, I don't know about the second one. The original Shaft is better, but I can't see anyone else playing Shaft but Sam Jackson.
And they bring the old his uncle that's the guy who played Shaft in the old Richard Roundtree was his name. He was in both. He was the newer one.
Did I give Set It Off 5 stars? What is these people don't know? On Letterboxd, it's 5 stars. Johnny and him are like, hold on, that's not right. On Letterboxd, unless I screwed it up, I'm telling you, on Letterboxd it has 5 stars. You're gonna have to go look now.
I gotta make me check.
I'm gonna go check right now. You talk about what your thoughts were on this one because I'm already.
Shaft is fun. Yeah, I know it's not great. I don't know. Yeah, I just I don't know. I like it for what it was.
Dell on Movies 5 stars. Johnny 3.5 stars. Probably because he just changed it.
He just raised it.
Jeez. And Benicio 4.5. Somebody else. Yeah, Set It Off has high Letterboxd scores on mine. KB's seen it, but he doesn't have a rating of it.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah. Okay.
Shaft 2009 is on Paramount. Hey there, Dell. Yeah. Did you want to dive into you gave Shaft number 6, or did you want to keep talking about this one?
No, that's kind of cut. Yeah, number 6. I'm good.
Okay. All right. We're cruising right through. Cruising for a bruising. All right. Number 6. I have a lot to talk about on this one.
Okay.
All right. So let me get my notes out. I'm going to get my thoughts. I actually really like you giving me. I guess you're going to know what I'm going to talk about next. But I really actually like having conversations about movies like this.
Oh, okay.
Whoops, I got to get that off the screen. Anyways, so yes, we're going to talk about Queen and Slim right now. The reason I like it is because I actually like having conversations between a black and a white person that can have a conversation about cops killing black people, white cop
Mhm.
killing a black person. Because I get to give my perspective, you get to give your perspective,
Sure.
and as long as we could stay civil,
Yeah,
I
of
think it's a
course.
good conversation to have.
Yeah.
So I have a lot to talk about.
Okay.
All right, here we go. See, and I took notes as it was happening, and especially in
Oh, okay.
the beginning of the movie sets up the whole tone and story of the movie, where uh, a couple on a first date kill a white officer who's really racist, and I guess they mentioned it later on in the movie. I didn't catch this.
Yeah, he had killed another
Oh,
person.
okay, so he was a murderer, right? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. See, from the very start, is the cop a dick? Yes, sure, I agree with that. But why did she have to say under her breath, in a sarcastic tone, "Y'all like to shoot first and ask questions later"? That is not something you say when pulled over by a white police officer and you're black. That's not like a white person shouldn't
Oh,
say that.
okay. All
Y'all,
right.
y'all shoot first, ask questions later. That's
Right.
not something to say.
Yeah.
You're provoking him. So, anyways, um, he was being compliant for sure. Her boyfriend, I'm referring to, he was
Yeah.
super
Yeah.
compliant.
Oh, yeah. For sure, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that cop was real shitty. He was clearly looking for something to book him, and when he pulled the gun on him and then looks over at her and says, "You're under arrest too." For what? Getting out of the car? I wrote. This is already giving me the hate you give vibes, very strong vibes. And look, he was just protecting his woman. I wrote.
Mm.
But I wrote, we need to discuss this for sure, because the whole her reaching for her phone, we talk about that all the time. How black people have had to have conversations with their kids, letting them know what to do when pulled over by a white policeman. She obviously did tell him, "I'm reaching for my phone to record this." She says,
Yeah, she did say that a lot.
"I'm
Right.
reaching for my phone in my pocket to record this," she says. And then she reaches and he shoots her. Not smart for her to reach, but he definitely didn't need to shoot, I wrote.
Mm-hmm.
But I also don't agree with reaching in your pocket.
Right. I mean, nowadays it's like,
The
yeah, it
traffic
seems like
stop.
everyone grabs their phone. That's like the first thing you do. And I don't know if the cop had a body cam or whatever, or whatnot on that.
Yeah, he had a body cam. It's such
Okay.
an interesting dynamic to break down, because I really do believe that a lot of black people are probably scared when being pulled over. But I'm sure in certain circumstances, a white cop might also be scared in that situation. It's unfortunate all the way around. And I've asked you before, I've asked you this. When
Mhm.
you get pulled over, when or if you get pulled over, are you or do you ever feel scared for your life? And you told me, or are you concerned or nervous? And I believe you had said, no, you're not.
Not typically, no. Like,
And I
it's not
said,
something
you,
to
you
hide.
don't you don't feel threatened. Is there a reason why? I feel like you don't do anything to get pulled over to begin with, but even if you did, you're respectful and won't give an attitude or a reason to be arrested.
Sure. Yeah, I've gotten like most have gone with like a speeding ticket or something in my life. Yeah. But yeah, if I see a cop as agitated or as a little hostile, yeah, you definitely follow his directions. You know what I mean? I never had to like place my hand on the dashboard. I never did stuff like that. I understand. I didn't grow up. I don't want to say like that was in a city. I forget what city they were in. It looked like almost like a Detroit or something like that.
Oh, yeah, I don't know that.
City exactly. But yeah, it's. But I have cops in my family, and like every stop they make is a risk. It could be a rich. Someone you think that or a typical guy in a suit, and he could be the one shooting a cop. You know what I mean? So they have to always be on alert. I understand, and yeah, he was a little aggressive, or and I wrote too. She was a little mouth like even throughout the movie, she was kind of
Mouthy.
like mouthy. Like I didn't
Yeah.
say the B word, but yeah, like
I wrote, when the black mechanic says to her, "I would have taken my ticket and been on my way." Do you remember that?
Mhm.
He tells her, unlike the rest of these black folk, I don't agree with what y'all did. And he
Mhm.
also tells her that she gave the cop a reason. He tells her that. She replies, "You weren't there." And he says, "I didn't need to be. I would have taken my ticket and been on my way." So,
Yeah, I like this movie as well, but I don't agree with throughout the movie. It's almost like they're like celebrities or something.
yeah, right. I'll get into that in a little bit here.
Okay.
I didn't expect that kid to pull the trigger, and that's
and that rally thing or whatever.
and that's a kid killing a black cop too.
Right, that was a black kid.
Yeah, that scene was so out of.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that was the kid from the body shop. That was like his
It
grandson or
was just
whatever.
the weirdest thing though.
Yeah,
because it was a montage with the sex scene.
Yeah.
Very awkward sex scene. When they're talking to the white couple and they say, "You're inspiring black people to kill cops," they think it's okay because of you, and then they reply, "But it's okay for them to kill us." That's what they were. So I thought that was, I like that scene because
Yeah.
it was like, it was interesting to hear them say, but it's okay to kill us.
Yeah, because the wife wasn't having it. She was trying to be like, no, I don't want you guys
The white
here.
lady, yeah, the lady.
Yeah, like
Is that realistic though that the black cop would let them go? Interesting scene there. I guess if
yeah, I said that too in
you
the car in
feel
the
it
garage.
a certain way, I don't know what scene felt too unreal for me. That scene felt too unreal. I wrote the movie starts out so incredibly strong, but I feel like they weren't sure where to go after that. It's definitely not bad. I was fully invested the whole time, but I feel like this could have been so much better. Some things felt a bit out of place. The entire sex scene mixed with the riot scene felt out of place. I guess that was the black kid from the mechanic shop I wrote.
Yeah, I realized till after it was him.
Okay, I wrote, I don't want to say I was rooting for them to get away, but I also wasn't rooting against them. I was kind of torn. I'd say I was more rooting for them and do agree that the beginning was self-defense, and I would have more than likely ran too if I were in that situation. But like the mechanic says, I'll take my ticket and be on my way. That's how I feel. But I get it. I'm white and I don't have to deal with that stuff, but I do feel like some situations are avoidable, I wrote.
Oh, for sure.
So throughout the course of the movie seems to be they gave black people something to believe in. They inspired people, is what I wrote. But killing a cop, is that supposed to be inspiring? I guess because they fought back.
No.
That's what's empowered people, is because they fought back.
Yeah, that probably could be. Yeah, I don't agree with what they did. Obviously, that's not but it's like, yeah, then they got put on a pedestal. Even at the end, like
Yeah. Just shh.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna put spoilers up because the rest of it I got to talk about spoilers now. So don't spoil the ending. I'm gonna talk about spoilers for Queen and Slim here. Okay, I wrote. My heart definitely dropped at the end. They were going to get on the plane. Who set them up? It had to be that guy.
That guy that gave him the right.
Damn, that cop got trigger happy there at the end. The female cop. Wow, that ending, to be that close to getting away, to go through all that, to be that close, that's crazy. Having that song play over and show all the characters from their journey was so well done. I really like the ending.
I like that how they see well, you didn't say yet, but they're on TV and everyone that they've met, they're watching. They're
watching. Yep. The kids wearing their T-shirts, they left behind a legacy. They're clearly made a difference in the black community. I like to think it's to step up and fight back, but not promote cop killing.
Yeah, see, that's why I'm a little torn. Yeah, because at the end there's like
a mural killing cops.
Right.
Like, but I'm up for a conversation about this one. I wrote. You said it's not very heavy. It's not like the others.
I thought it was.
I wrote. This has a ton of social commentary and it's plenty.
Oh, sure.
So the ending, though, curious if the guy is the one that sold them out or if he was just some random guy. I can't imagine that. But why did the shepherd set them up with someone so untrustworthy and dodgy? My theory is that he set them up and took all the money for himself. But then again, there was a plane there and it looked like a pilot. Interesting.
Yeah, no, there was somebody with the plane like ready to go. It wasn't like, so it seemed like, I don't know who the pilot was, but so the white couple, they knew that black guy that.
Yeah, they were supposed to set him up.
Right. And they said that there's $250,000 on each of you, so $500,000, and you see him counting money at the end. So he clearly
for sure. I wrote very good movie, excellent ending, very powerful and attention-grabbing opening, and I was fully invested in the movie. But it's not perfect. I like the being on the run or on the road aspect. It's not a fun movie, but I like movies like this type, where they're on the run or a cross-country type of movie. I'll give it a 3.5. I didn't love it, but I did really like it. Super well made. I just think it had potential to be even better. It's a good directorial debut, but I have my opinions on it. I liked it, but this topic has been done better. And of course, I love the hate you give. Anyway, solid recommendation. Not to mention, but the visuals looked great. It's really shot beautifully. Some great shots. Love the overhead shot towards the end where they're like driving. I love that shot. Really just everything about the ending. Beautiful, solid directorial debut. Glad I experienced it. And then I wrote one last thing. Overall thoughts on this one would be great visuals and beautifully shot. Great performances, pretty tense throughout. Questionable writing choices with some poor dialogue sprinkled in. Mainly the ending when she says, "Can I be your legacy?" That's corny.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Like he says, "I would have kissed all your scars." I was like, doesn't work for me.
Okay.
Some stuff's romantic. That's corny to me. I didn't. It was too corny for me. Some people find that to be incredibly romantic. I find it to be awkward and strange. Maybe a bit of an inconsistent and mixed message. Excellent opening that hooks you from the start. An excellent ending. Great way to close out the movie. I understand the hate this movie gets and I also understand the love it gets. I can see both sides on this one. If the movie is trying to prove all cops are bad, it doesn't work well, considering the majority of the
No,
cops.
I don't
And
think that is that the
considering especially the majority of the cops they come across in the movie help them.
right.
We're
Yeah,
trying to help them.
yeah, for sure.
So, and they treat them respectfully.
Mm-hmm.
But that's my thoughts on Queen and Slim.
Okay, interesting.
Go ahead, give me your thoughts because we just talked.
Yeah,
I have a lot of notes. I like to cover it, so I apologize.
Yeah, you got way more notes than I do. No, it's good. Yeah, so the cop starts off. He's like, "Oh, they're drunk." I was like, "Yeah, but did he exhibit?" Because he swerves right a little bit.
He pulled him over for missing a turn signal.
Okay, missing a turn signal, and I'm like, "Well,
I don't think he's. When he calls, I think calls it in. I think he said something about potential drunk driving.
Drunk driving or something.
I can't remember.
Yeah, he does say drunk driving. I just want you to say. Yeah, I didn't like. Okay, so I understand. I guess in the community, I guess not. I don't know. Maybe that's the wrong word. Making a celebrity, but it's like everyone's like they come across. Oh yeah, that's you on the news. Blah blah blah. And another weird scene too was when he went into the gas station and he like calls him up basically, and the guy's like, "Oh, is that a Glock or whatever?" He's like, "Let me hold it." He's like, "I'll give you free gas." That whole scene was a little weird. Like, why would you give your gun to somebody you could clearly have shot you but I think this is before they had reward money on them.
Yeah,
I think
that was for sure a little strange too. I agree, but he was just big into guns, I guess.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if you're robbing somebody, why would you give them your gun? You know,
right? I mean? He even says something like, because they needed gas. But they didn't have money. But he even says, like, "Oh, it's just so crazy to feel something so deadly in your hand."
In your hand, yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, okay.
Yeah. What else? Yeah.
What would you give this? How many stars?
I'd probably give it a 4, honestly.
Okay, so 4 stars for you. Okay.
Yeah. I like it. I mean, I can see how stuff, and I don't know if it's like romanticizing.
Tony gave it 3.5.
Yeah, I was shocked, but I'm not shocked. But that's.
Del gave it 4, I believe.
Okay, so yeah, okay. Some people.
Do you want me to catch up with the chat here? I'm going to take spoilers.
Oh yeah, it's been a minute, right?
Yeah, it's definitely been a minute. Okay, and I know, like, not to mention people by name here, but Del and KB, I think, have mentioned it to us. I know he's mentioned it. He said he had to have that conversation with his kids.
Oh, really?
Like you know, as a black parent, you have to have a conversation with your young kids
about for sure.
What not to do when getting pulled over.
Right. No,
hello, Shaven Bob and Mizzy. Horrible. Look like a baby. Well, looks like I'm changing my rating for Sound of Metal now. Hey, Laren, my darling. He gave Sound of Metal 4.5, so I don't want to hear.
Oh, okay.
We got been waiting to see Queen and Slim. Mission Media says, "What's up, Mission Media?"
Hello.
Laren's Jane Doe Letty says, "Hey, Laren." Guy says, "I really appreciate constructive conversations about race because I want to always be respectful of the individual. Take certain things to heart that I take for granted simply because I don't know." And I think that's what Mizzy and I can do, and I will when I do a stream with Del. Will be the same way, you know. And the thing is, I have I have a ton of respect for Del. I have a lot of respect for you, but Del's like up here, you know. Anyway, but I have a lot of respect for Del and you, KB. So when I have those conversations with you guys, it's always
it's important to talk about these
important conversation, but it's an adult conversation. It's taken seriously.
Yeah,
with respect.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So, Caveman says, "I really I read that." Chris C says, "Evening, everyone. What's up, Chris C?" A lot of people saying hi to Chris. A ton of people just saying what's up. Laren says, "What's up, Anthony?" I've been pulled over for legit in flimsy. Yeah, flimsy reasons. Speeding legit. My vehicle fit the description of a drive-by vehicle, flimsy, or randomly running my plates at a light because I look suspicious. Yeah, I've had that happen with the.
Absolutely.
I can't stand that they could just run your plates when they're sitting.
Oh yeah, just.
Closer 2004, Julia Roberts, Clive Owen, Jude Law, and Natalie Portman. 8.5 out of 10. This film sticks with me, makes me think. I love Closer.
Yeah, I remember you like that. I haven't seen it.
Excellent. That movie was great. Yeah, I definitely had that conversation with my kids. Yeah, I think him and KB were telling me that one day. Like, you got to have that conversation. So
yeah,
I like being able to have that conversation and hear your take and stuff like that. So, was there anything else you wanted to say? I don't want to rush you or cut you.
No, you're good. No, I enjoy it, and I don't think it's. I mean, I hope it's not because like I said, I don't agree with. Not all cops are bad. No, they're not. there are some that are, yeah, they will, pull you over for no reason. They'll, I don't say shoot for assassinate, but yeah, we've seen it in the news, and I'm not saying everyone that's been shot didn't maybe provoke things a little bit, but there have been people that have, I'm not trying to get too political, but yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I like the film overall. But I like the whole, and at the end, it reminds me of like a Bonnie and Clyde type thing. It's just like the big shootout with the cops, and So this you got a little more emotional when he died.
I really like that they showed two sides too when they got pulled over, because Daniel Kaluuya's, or what's his name?
Yeah, cool.
He was respectful.
He definitely
the
was.
Only thing that pissed the cop off was when he finally said, "How long is this going to take?"
Yeah, how long is it going to take? Because I'm cold
now.
And he was going through his trunk for, I don't know, because he was looking for drugs or something.
Shoe boxes, right?
Yeah, the shoe boxes. Yeah.
She gave an attitude.
No, and throughout the movie, she kind of talks back a little bit. Like, she does have a little attitude.
For sure.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
and I probably would have
like it. I was torn about a 4, and then I was torn about a 3, so I went 3.5 because I think there's aspects that are really good and aspects that are. Yeah, we have these conversations so much, you and I, though. It's like,
yeah, we do this.
We got Hi Nikki and Vamp Queen. We got Vamp Queen. I'm good, thanks, Guy. Hey, Del, hope you're doing well. And we've got Codebreaker. What's up, Chris?
What's
up, everyone? You'll be meeting him in December.
Yeah, December. Yes.
We've got Directly in the Heart. What's up, Mizzy? We should hang out for Black Friday, brother.
Oh, well, I won't be there, unfortunately, but
you won't be out here in October.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was my number 6. You want to jump into number 5, or did you want to keep?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, number 5. You surprised by any so far?
A little bit. That one's a little higher than I thought. But
all right, number 5.
Okay.
A girl on the train. Emily Blunt.
Your girl. One of your girls. Not Dakota, but it's one of your girls.
She's top 3. I love Emily Blunt. All right, so
a little different role for her.
Yeah, I got a lot of notes written down on this one too. So now discussing some girl on the train. Here we go. Emily Blunt, Rebecca Ferguson, Haley Bennett. I wrote, damn.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And Haley Bennett has grown as an actress because she wasn't always great. She's bad, and she's pretty hot in this one, I wrote. And you already know how I feel about Rebecca and Emily. My lord.
Oh, yes. I know. That's why I kind of threw this in here for that.
I wrote, in fact, the only time I ever feel like myself is when I'm running. I was like, damn, me too. She says that.
Yeah.
I can't remember which character, but yeah, she says the only time I ever feel like myself is when I'm running. Yeah. Q&S is very Queen and Slim is very influenced by Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah, I kind of got that vibe. Yeah.
Very much.
Yeah.
I totally had those. Watching it.
Yeah.
I love that quote though. In fact, the only time I ever feel like myself is when I'm running. I'm like, that hits. I had to pause it to write that. Man, I didn't know this was a movie that involved addiction. The scene where she's at the meeting one day on day 1. Holy cow, something she said resonated so much with me. She talked about waking up the next day and apologizing for whatever you did the night before, excuse me. Damn, that hits home for me. I remember, speaking of code breakers in here, so he remembers multiple times like that because he went out with me when I had my drinking days. He wrote, I remember doing that almost every time I went out drinking with my friends, waking up in my bed, hardly remembering a thing and texting each one of them, sorry about last night. So I remember a lot of that. That hit home for me.
I've been there.
I had to pause it and write, oh, Lord. Then Lisa Kudrow shows up. I hope
she's only in like 2 scenes or something.
I wrote, I hope she doesn't ruin this movie with fucking awful fucking acting. You know that conversation Joe had with all of us saying, I can't remember who, but he said he'd like to accidentally trip her down the stairs. I don't want to say that, but damn, I wouldn't mind just giving her a small bump. I can't stand Lisa Kudrow.
Phoebe.
Cannot fucking act. She has one of those voices, faces, and everything. Luckily, because she's such a shit actress, she hasn't done much since Friends.
Damn.
Yeah, no, she's terrible. I fucking hate
her. We all those someone that we.
Okay, came back to my updates. She wasn't so bad in this, mainly because she had 2 minutes of screen time.
Right, she was not in it. She's barely in it, so that helps. Yeah.
So he clearly wanted. Okay, so we're gonna go into spoilers now because everything else is spoilers. So I can't talk this movie without spoilers. We have got Ashley saying one of her best performances, hands down. I was about to recommend you that. Plus, I do own the film. Speaking of recommendations, Ashley, I'm pretty sure she had some choice words for you. Something like tell Mizzy to get fucked for recommending you that because I was going to. And I was like, well, you stole
Wait,
one.
really? Oh, really? Oh, but that's like me with Nightcrawler.
Yeah, Nightcrawler. I was like, so,
yeah.
I was like, this is
See, Ashley and I were even.
I was like, this is payback.
I didn't know that, but okay.
She was like, that was on my list until I saw you watched it. She's like, I saw you logged in on Letterboxd, and I was like, who the fuck recommended it? She's like, you liked it, didn't you? I was like, I did a lot. Okay. I gave this 4 stars.
Oh, you did? Oh, this is number 5, and oh shit. Excuse me for Tony.
First list I gave 5.
This is what you were talking about?
First list I gave 5.
Wow, hell yeah.
And you were worried you were going to get 1 or 2. First list, 5 movies that I gave 4 stars.
4 or more.
Okay. Nobody, dude. I really liked your list a lot.
Wow.
There's some that I'm going to talk about that are even higher than this. Don't worry. Wow. You were really good on your top half of this list, though. I was in love with some of them. We'll talk
really cool.
If you are new here, please make sure to think about subscribing and even subscribe to people in the end. What's up, Chris? Hey, Ashley. You reading Letterboxd reviews? LOL. I always read Letterboxd reviews. I'm on that thing.
I do too. I'm on that. Yeah.
Girl on a Train was decent. Laughing. Hey, Mizzy. Whenever you come out here, me, you, Chris, and Bobby should all hang out, brother. 5 stars at number 5. Nice job, Mizzy.
Thank you, Doe. Yeah, I'm shocked, man. Damn.
Yep. No, yeah, this was really good. This is like a low 4, but I can't not give this 4 stars because I was digging this movie a lot. So let's put up some spoilers and talk spoilers. If you haven't seen this movie, seriously, mute it because movies relies heavily on like the twist and stuff like that. So if you haven't seen it, I'm gonna talk spoilers and I will ruin the movie if you haven't seen it. So mute us or do whatever you got to do. Okay, so I wrote. So he clearly wanted to keep her drinking and get drunk so then he can control her, right?
Mm-hmm.
See, this is a movie where if you want to call it a feminist movie, it's done better than Blink Twice, though. It's not heavy.
Yeah, I wouldn't even think it was, but I mean, there's a lot of female pop because it's 3 big stars.
It's not shoved down my throat, though.
No, I never got that vibe, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Blink Twice, just hammer.
Yeah.
There you go.
A little ball pin hammer.
Yeah, exactly. So movies know when you got a good, whatever it is, good directing, good writing, good cast, they can do it better than other movies where it doesn't have to feel like, oh, this movie's just telling me how shitty men are.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that. I don't even hear that.
I think the actor, obviously I don't say that, but they are better actors than the woman in Blink Twice, and
Yeah, no,
that definitely helps. So, but
Blink Twice. Okay, so he clearly wanted so that way he can tell her that everything is her fault, that she's to blame for everything. Yeah, that's clearly why he wanted to. Yeah, this is just done way better than Blink Twice. Because I never thought about, but I never saw Blink Twice.
I didn't think of that until you just said it.
I didn't see Blink Twice until after this. So you might have wrote that in my notes, but it's kind of coming back to me. Because it's a power trip. He wants to control her. He wants to make everything seem like it's her fault.
Her fault, yeah.
I personally like the reveal, and no, I didn't really see it coming. As it began to unfold each layer, I started to catch on. I didn't think it was the psychologist, though. So as I started to piece things together, it began to make sense, but still thought it came together really well. Kept me engaged throughout. I was waiting for things to unravel. It took a bit. It's somewhat of a slow build, but it kept me engaged throughout. I found it to be very intriguing and interesting. It plays a bit like a Lifetime movie, but that didn't bother me. It's much better than a Lifetime movie. It just plays out a tad bit like one, but Emily Blunt absolutely fucking crushes it in this role. It's really good. It's a tad bit messy at moments, and it's a bit all over the place and chaotic. I'd like to give this 4 stars, and I think I will. It might not reach that level, but I don't know it did for me. I was kind of super into this from the start, but like I said, it takes a while to all come together. It's a bit messy in the way it's told, but I did like how it all came together. I see the majority of the Letterboxd reviews are either about men being trash and assholes, or that it tries to be Gone Girl and fails. 2 things, it's a movie, and not all men are trash. But of course, people love to hate men nowadays. And second thing is that I'll take this over Gone Girl.
Yeah, I know you're not a
I
fan of
actually
that.
like it more than
Yeah.
Gordo. I have a lot more to write, dude. I write a lot of notes. I like doing these
Yeah,
streams.
it's all good. Yeah, listen.
I didn't take a ton of notes during this because I was really tapped into the movie. I wish it would have been a tad bit cleaner. Well, I took a lot of notes after it. A
Yeah.
bit better editing, and it would have been even better. But the performances are excellent. I really like the whole fall vibe I got from it. I love the two of the leading actresses in this. Rebecca and Emily can do no wrong in my eyes. So I think they also bring it to that next level for me. I did wonder why Rebecca Ferguson's character stood at the top of the stairs while her husband attacked Emily Blunt's character.
Yeah, she didn't try to stop her.
Was she just going to stand by and watch it happen? But then she
Yeah.
twisted the champagne bottle
She
opener.
did. I know. Yeah. Yes, you caught that, right?
And she did defend Emily Blunt's character when they were questioned. I can appreciate a good thriller and murder mystery. And when you give me a good cast, I'm all that more invested and focused. Hard to take your eyes off Emily Blunt.
Oh, for sure. Even her just crying the whole time. And
yeah, I don't know, man. I just really dug it. I don't get offended like some men do watching a movie like this. I don't see it as a way to bash men or show that men are dirtbags. I don't see it that way. And I suppose if you figure out the twist halfway through, it's not that fun. But for me, I didn't figure out the twist. And when I started to, I was still invested and excited to see how it would play out. So it didn't matter to me. I was still hooked, and I still found some moments to be quite shocking. I find the messages to be more about addiction, trauma, and trusting your own instincts. I think the problem today is that people see a movie like this and they think, oh, the message is that men are pieces of shit and that cheat and abuse women. You're missing the message I wrote.
No, it was a specific guy, sure.
Yeah, I find it more about trauma.
Yeah.
Learning to trust your own instincts. And I wonder if he was abusing her or treating her like shit before they found out they were unable to have a kid. Her drinking seemed to start after that.
Yeah,
after the kid. And a great point and message about the dangers of alcohol abuse. Getting addicted to alcohol can be a very dangerous thing, and her husband seems to use that against her. She has a hard time trusting herself and her own judgment, so it's good to see that she can put it all together at the end of it. So
yeah, that was a bit. Yeah, they're not able to conceive because she didn't have a kid.
I guess I don't know if that was they had a miscarriage or if they were in the doctor's office.
They were doing the IVF thing, and she's like, we can afford it again. And
my sister had to go through all that stuff. It took her like 2.5 years to have a kid. I can't imagine, and I know we're not talking about kids here, but it is part of the topic of the movie. I can't possibly imagine women, especially like my sister, who she's a great mom, absolutely best, like incredible mom, but it breaks my heart to see not just my sister, women who are dying to have kids,
to have a child,
and can't and struggle too because it's heartbreaking for them. They blame themselves, or a husband could blame himself. It could hurt a marriage, obviously, and so it's heartbreaking to see because there's a lot of people out there who would really make great mothers, and that.
And there's shitty mothers out there that have kids.
I'm not going to get into abortion or anything here. And rights to choose and stuff. But there's a lot of women who are just like, whatever, I'll take care of it later on if I get pregnant. They don't. They're practicing unsafe sex, and then they just get an abortion. It's like I hate seeing that because there's women out there who are killing to have a baby and dying to have a baby, and they can't. And then there's women out there who are just like, I didn't want to have this child.
Right. It's like, yo, you're a mistake. I don't want you. Yeah, whatever.
There are shitty moms, like you said, and there's shitty fathers.
There are. Oh, of course. Yeah. There's great dads out there, and there's shitty dads, and great moms and shitty moms. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So,
and I'm sure it was hard for her character to see. Yeah, her husband, they got divorced, and he moves on and has a kid with Rebecca Ferguson. Like, I'm sure. Because there's a scene where she, I guess she breaks in the house and takes their kid, and
that scene.
She said she wasn't going to hurt the kid, and I believe it. She wasn't, but she's just so. I don't know,
she's alcohol poisoned. Throughout the whole movie, really, but she also is doing that, and I think it's really starting to. The way he treated her.
Yeah.
Obviously, we could talk about domestic abuse here, and that might be what the chat is slightly talking about. I'm sure that played into how she was as a person or what was going on in her head because she was drunk, and he was clearly letting her know, yeah, this is your fault. And then a lot like It Ends With Us, you could compare this movie to It Ends With Us and Blink Twice because I don't want to spoil It Ends With Us, but there's a scene in this where she starts to put it together at the end where she's like, hold on. He's the one abusing me. I'm not being I'm not the one cussing at him and all that stuff. He's the one who hit a glass.
Oh yeah, he hits her. He pushes her down on the
But
ground.
we don't see that until the end of the movie.
Yeah,
we see her
from what she thought. Yeah,
Lisa Kudrow's terrible acting character said.
Yeah, she's like, no, your husband was a piece of shit. Like,
your husband was a piece of shit.
He couldn't keep his.
You went into
he was cheating on her, and
yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I think that it ends with us showed that too, where I was talking about that with Ashley last night. In the beginning half of the movie, it ends with us. You see it from
almost like
you see it from a different perspective until end of the movie. Towards the end, you start to see she's like, hold on, hold on, I'm actually not. This isn't my fault. You know what I mean? Like, and so it was really good. And I think the way they did that was really incredible.
Yeah, I have to check that out. Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, you want to keep
talking? I really enjoyed it though. Yeah,
what did you give this one? How many stars? 3.
4. Yeah.
4?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought I might have when I was asking you about, have you ever, I'd be curious if I end up liking a movie, or a list more than somebody else. I was thinking I might like this list more than you did.
You might, because I'm surprised if everything else is obviously only up or 4 or higher. There's a few on here that I don't have as 4 stars. So
okay, yeah, well, we'll talk about it because I think you're wrong on my next one. So you said that it was slow and boring. I have different thoughts on it. So do you want to dive into number 4 after I catch up with chat?
Yeah, come with chat. See what's going on.
Okay, all right. So spoilers are off the screen. We're gonna hang out here. Okay. Really glad I could only see above the waist every time he says Emily Blunt with the, what do you call that?
Eggplant emoji.
Eggplant emoji.
Yeah, you know what that's for.
This guy is okay. The guy is always the nice guy, very misunderstood. Chris says.
He's sarcastic. Yeah,
he's always sarcastic. Yeah. Gone Girl was a great movie.
I like Gone Girl. I know Bob doesn't.
He's the troll, like Chris. He just likes to mess around with people. Like if Tim was here, Tim would be like, "What the hell is wrong with that person?" Good evening, my friend. Sorry I'm late. Overworking. It's okay. Nicky held down the fort for you, Jeff. I love Gone Girl. I'm not like the biggest David Fincher.
I like Gone Girl, yeah.
I would give this one 4 stars too, Brian says. What's up, guys? Hello from the State Fair. Nice. What's up, Nicholas? Just my main channel focuses on horror, so I made this one for everything else. Laugh Aloud, better than Blink Twice. There's a series for you, Bob. Blink Twice.
Better than Blink Twice, yeah.
Haven't seen Blink Twice yet. I can't wait to see to meet Mizzy.
Yeah, so I'm gonna meet her in September. Yes.
4 stars at number 5. Okay, yeah, I already read that, so I'm all caught up. I like all the genre films, really. Joe Bill says, "Evening, Joe. Hey, Jeff. Hey, guy. All right, number 4. You want to dive into it?
Yeah, let's go. I'm ready.
All right. Yes, number 4 right here is going to be.
All right.
Dead Presidents. You had this not as high.
Yeah, not as high for me.
We'll see. You thought I'll let you talk about this one first because you said this did not age well for you and you thought it was.
This isn't for me. Yeah, listen, it's a good movie. I just remember being as slow and like the build up to like a good. It feels like the good portion of it, like a good 30, 40. It was like him and Vietnam. Well, people can be like, what the hell are you talking about? But it takes place in the 60s.
It's a biopic.
Yeah, so I didn't realize that.
It is about a person. I don't know if it's his story or whatnot, but it is really.
So it's maybe loosely, but it's.
Yeah, it is like his story. Like
he robbed.
I went to the Vietnam War and everything like that.
He robbed the armor car at the end. And all
it's almost like not a character study, but yeah, because the whole movie's Lorenz Tate, which
because it doesn't, like you said, it doesn't say that in the movie. Unless I missed it. I didn't see that.
Yeah. No, this was
based on a true story or whatever.
No, nothing like that. Yeah. Okay. Dead Presidents. Here we go. Let's see here. I love Dead Presidents. I gave this 4 stars. Let me start out by saying this 4 stars. I just said Dead Presidents. Exactly. We don't. We can't tell you that. Where's the next meetup being planned? Probably. I don't know. Probably in Bull Moose again, December.
Yeah.
That's the next one I know of. I mean, you'd have to, ask around other people, but that's the next one I know of. So
yeah.
Okay, here we go. My thoughts on Dead President. I gave it 4 stars. I said, damn, that was a long ass opening credits.
Yeah.
I wrote, damn, Isaiah Washington is in this too. I love the cast. Him and Lorenz Tate.
That's a good cast, yeah.
Him and Lorenz Tate were big parts of my childhood. Grew up watching a lot of movies they were in. I wrote a quote because he said this in the movie. I was born by the pussy. I die by the pussy.
Yeah, yeah. Chris Tucker says it, yeah, at the party. Yeah.
I remember the time when women put tissue in their bras. I wrote.
We talked about that.
Guys
Yeah.
would stuff their pants, right?
That's right. That's right.
I never did that. I never thought it was important enough to do it. Like, it's not. I was in high school. I don't need to be putting tissue in my pants. I didn't.
No, I would have put you like. No, I thought it was like a soccer you're supposed to do or something. I never did that either. I just for movies.
I can't take Chris Tucker seriously as a soldier. I wrote Bokeem Woodbine is unhinged in this.
Yeah.
Not a big fan of the editing choices for the cuts. Thought that was questionable. I just feel like some scenes could have and should have been lingered on. Kind of abruptly ended them. I'm not big fans of that. I said that in Traffic as well. I like to linger on scenes more. Like the Vietnam War just ended abruptly. They were like,
you like that whole part of the movie, though.
I like the Vietnam War.
Yeah,
Bokeem Woodbine is a wacko.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was.
I wrote, damn, you see how white his baby mama's teeth were?
Dude,
I wrote, like,
that's what. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it was just something I couldn't. I was like, holy crap!
My sister, you stare or something.
My sister has really white teeth.
It's like
so every time I see that in a picture, I'm just like, damn, those are white teeth. It's a compliment.
Oh yeah, for sure. I wish someone told me that.
I wish I had pearly whites. Like
right, me too, man.
Isn't it? Ken has really pearly whites or something.
He's good too. Yeah,
I think it was Ken and Michelle were talking about teeth, and he's like, he drinks a lot of coffee, but he has really white teeth. And Michelle was like, I think, jealous and giving him crap about that. And he's like, but I don't get cavities or something like that. But I have white teeth, but I drink coffee. So Mel is another one with super white teeth. So
yes, we met Dolly. Yeah,
people in the damn community with just super white teeth.
I know.
Like, I want white teeth like that.
Go to the dentist, get my whitening
done. You see once again just how poorly vets were treated when coming home from Vietnam.
Oh my god, yeah.
It's like born on 4th of July.
Yeah, I gotta see that too. But I know a lot of them just became medics.
I didn't know that this movie is gonna have Vietnam War in it.
I know, like, you don't think of it, right? When you
no, not at all.
I think that's
let's see. When your woman starts pressuring you and belittling you into making more money,
make more money.
That's where like I really like this movie because I'm gonna talk spoilers in just a second, so I got to put spoilers on the screen because it's hard to talk about the ending with this. Yeah, it's impossible. But so we're gonna talk spoilers for Dead Presidents. I wrote, yeah, man, like that stuff is relatable to me. Guys feel like you need to provide. You got a wife, you got a kid you come home to, and she's out here and she's got another man who's sending her money.
Right. What was she doing? They don't,
Yeah, but
I took care of her when you were at the war. And
she screwed him when he was in Vietnam.
Yeah, when he was in Vietnam, of course.
But
yeah.
She said she wasn't anymore.
Right. But then but because she did it, but she's like, fine, you want me to tell you? Yeah, I did or something. And...
Yeah, but she said she wasn't anymore.
Right.
And then he said he's got to do something like he told her sister, he's like, I'm done with your sister, but I got to provide for my baby.
Mm-hmm.
But he's like, I'm done with your sister. So I wrote, would that be considered whiteface?
I don't know. Yes, I knew you were going to bring that up.
Yeah, I mean, it is whiteface.
I guess technically, sure.
That's not politically incorrect, though. Okay, that's a huge double standard to me. It's okay for black people to do whiteface, but it's not okay when white people do blackface.
No.
Make it make sense. It's a double standard. Now, don't get me wrong. I loved the whiteface, actually. It's just
you love white chicks, or you mean the way it looks, or
I'm not offended by it. I'm just saying it's got to make sense. It's a double standard, and I know you're going to talk. You brought up history when we talked this in the past.
Yes, it's like what it meant back then.
But it's now it's present time, and it's not frowned upon when a black person dresses up as a white person, but a white person does as a black person, and it's a big issue in today's society. It's a double standard. That's a double standard. You don't see it. You see exactly what I'm saying.
No, I'm saying I don't see any like a black person. I know white chicks. That was 20 years ago.
Well, when's the last time a white or a black person did blackface or whiteface?
No, I mean it's usually like I remember seeing people like Halloween time, and they did this 10 years ago. Like the president from or prime minister from Canada did that. I know you got to, it's kind of frowned upon. Like if somebody did it today, they'd probably be canceled. Honestly, like if they did black, and it's like 'cause it was a way to make fun of the African people, and I understand where you're coming from a little bit, but and I know like Robert Downey did it.
Let me
And
be clear. I'm not offended by it. I don't care. I gave this 4 stars, and I think the final act is what brings this to a 4 stars because I'm going to get into the final act.
I don't. Yeah, see, the final act went like really quick to
that
me.
final act is on another level.
Yeah, no, it's great. I just wish it was like longer. I wish it was more of that.
I get goosebumps talking about it because that was some masterful in filmmaking. I wrote when Bokeem comes back as a preacher, I was cracking up. So would that be okay? The final act, holy cow, that's some good filmmaking. Love the entire robbery sequence. I just wrote that. When Chris Tucker froze up in the war, then Bokeem is the one who freezes up during the robbery.
Yeah.
I was sad to see the sister go. She died trying to save him. That I was actually really sad by. I was.
And he was holding her at the end. He's like,
yeah, dude.
I don't want to let her go. She's like, she's already gone. Yeah.
I wrote pretty sad ending to his story. Thought it was really well made, very good storytelling, well written, great performances, an excellent movie. Even the judge viewed the Vietnam War as a joke. He said, "I served in the real war, World War II."
And that's how it was for people that served. I guess in Vietnam, it was looked down.
I served in World War II, the real war. He
said,
I'm not going to have mercy on you or whatever. Everyone lost, no one won. Once Bokeem got caught, you knew he was going to snitch. Probably worked out a plea deal. He knew he had to do something. Tough life to come back to. Wanted to provide for his kid, man. I get it. Like I really like.
He was working at the butcher shop and everything, and
really like this movie because as a guy, I could relate to the being nagged by your woman and feeling like I need to do something. And
there was a scene where he like chokes her, like kind of like it looked pretty aggressive. There was a scene like he's trying to leave, and
it was Lisa Kudrow. He's getting. I'm just joking. I was just joking. People need to relax. I already hear it in the comment section.
It's a joke. Yeah.
But if it was Greta Gerwig, she's getting choked.
She's getting choked up. You said you loved that scene in House of the Devil. Is that what it's called?
But yeah, that's a spoiler for the House of the Devil.
Sorry. Yeah.
No, I don't. No, and I was wondering if he hit her when she kept yelling at him. It's one of those things you see that a lot in these older movies where women are like calling you a bitch, and like a lot of these black movies in particular, I see that like some of the ones that you have recommended and I've watched in the past where the black woman.
You don't call a black dude that. Like,
she's
like
just
you said you don't like being called. Like if someone calls,
she's hitting him too in the movie. I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like I don't agree with that. Like it is fucked up to be that it's okay. I don't agree with a man hitting a woman or anything like that. But why are women allowed to hit men?
I don't know. Yeah, you're supposed to take it. Yeah.
Like he's trying to walk away. He doesn't.
Yeah, he did. He was trying to leave for sure.
Yeah, it's just like and so I think. He says at one point, "I'm done. I was done with your sister, but I need to provide for my baby." Yeah, that whole fucking third act, bro. If this was a 3.5, it went to a 4 because of that.
Okay.
What is this for you? A 2.5? A 3?
Oh no, 3.5. Yeah, I like. I wish there was more of the third. I didn't realize how much leading up to the robbery. Like the robbery, it went by quick for me. It was like it had to be like the last 20 minutes or something. Like. The whole war was like a half hour. And then I appreciate it. I just didn't realize, sometimes you don't see something for 15 years. You forget things. And
and I've talked to men who, like, I've had friends that even family that when you're struggling, as a man, you do whatever it takes to provide, though. You'll find a way to provide. You got kids, you got mouths to feed, you got a wife, you got to put food on the table.
Sure.
He's trying to do that. And she gives him shit because he's working at a meat factory or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
And it's just like, that stuff related. Everything, as soon as he got home from Vietnam, everything in the movie worked really well for me. Really, this whole movie worked well. And I like him beating the shit out of Terrence Howard's character when he comes.
Oh, me too. Oh my god, Terrence Howard was an asshole. That's what he did that pool stick. It was, oh my god, that was
And that's Keith David.
He's David, yeah.
Yeah, he's good too.
What was his name? Kirby? Yeah, he had the leg, the butt. That's funny. The guy like steals his.
He's like, everybody knows I got it.
Everybody knows what leg I am.
Yeah, he grabs the damn bed. He goes, "I'll come back. I'll kill that motherfucker." He's really good. I love his voice too, Keith David.
Yeah, he has like a very distinct voice type. Yeah, that was funny.
If that motherfucker comes back and grabs my damn leg again, I'm gonna kill that motherfucker. Yeah, that's funny. Give me the damn leg back.
It is a good movie. I just wish it was more of the but there's reasons obviously more of the robbery scenes.
Do you want me to take spoilers off the screen?
Yeah, I think we're good, right? With that.
Yeah, if you have more you want to talk about, feel free to. Like always.
Yeah, I just for me it was a little slow burn. I feel like lately it's like everything I've been saying is like, oh, it's too slow for us. So, am I saying that a lot lately?
You do, yeah. But dude, different strokes, different folks. Like, and also slow is subjective. I've talked about that.
Sure.
If you're not engaged in characters or storytelling, of course it's gonna feel slow. I don't understand when somebody tells me a movie that I loved is slow. I don't sit there and go, okay, I disagree. I'm like, hey, I actually a lot of times go, it was slow, but you know what? The difference is I love the actor, I love the character.
Right. Oh, that definitely helps. Yeah.
Like Emily Blunt, I'm one of those people, and I get it, Dakota Johnson, Emily Blunt, whatever, but movies like A Girl on the Train that's slow, when you put somebody like Emily Blunt and Roberta.
See, I didn't feel that being slow.
I know it made me sound sexist or something, but yeah, I like eye candy.
Sure.
Who doesn't like attractive women? That helps a movie. It just like
ladies like attractive guys, right?
Attractive guy being in a movie probably helps too.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, or just in general, an actor or actress that you like, it helps.
Oh yeah.
I've mentioned this to you 1,000 times. Everybody's like, "Oh, Bob loves his romantic movies." I like romantic movies, but when they're characters or actors that I don't care for, a lot of times I don't like it. The romantic movies that I usually love are because I buy into the characters.
That's a big point. You have to. I think you have to with that type.
I'm a huge character person, so I love Lorenz Tate. Like, he helps this movie because Lorenz Tate was my fucking childhood, dude. I always give you shit because I'm like, dude, I probably know more about Lorenz Tate.
Oh, I know you, bro. Yeah, you see
Lorenz Tate was my guy in the 90s and 2000, dude. Oh man,
wanted to be Lorenz Tate.
Biker Boys, and man,
yeah, you know you're a biker boy. Yeah,
I love Biker Boys. Don't you dare! You better watch what you say about Biker Boys.
Biker Boys is fine. I like Biker Boys.
Yeah, I love Biker Boys. That's Derek Luke. That's my brother too, man. Brother from another mother. Right there. Friday Night Lights.
Yeah.
Friday. Yeah, it's a Friday Night Lights. All right. Anyways, I also love Dead Presidents. Blah, blah, blah. It's not a biopic, just inspired by the stories of lots of Vietnam vets. Okay, so yeah, I kind of Googled it because I looked it up after, and they said a guy's story that it's like.
Okay, so it's not like they're actually okay. Yeah, so I figured some of it was probably not made up or whatever they.
Yeah, Dead Presidents is on YouTube and Pluto. Never seen Dead Presidents. Chris Tucker in it. Yep.
He the way he goes out, it's kind of
traffic. Bokeem Woodbine is totally unhinged here. Dead Presidents is freaking great. The transition from Lorenz Tate running through all the backyards to him running through Vietnam is amazing.
Oh yeah.
Leaving
the girl's house. Yeah.
Yep, leaving the girl's house exactly. Yeah. My teeth are not super white. You were just blinded by my personality. That's more mime face than white face.
I don't know what white face like.
It feels like a mime. Lorenz Tate is a great underrated actor. Love him in Inkwell as well. I've never seen that though.
Oh, you haven't seen that one? Okay.
I don't understand how RDJ got away with Tropic Thunder and people have an issue with voice actors not being the same color of the character played. It's a lot of double. To me, there's a lot of double standards in Hollywood and society today.
I understand what the Robert. Yeah,
I think they pick and choose what they're okay with. Also, because Robert Downey Jr. got away with it, but I don't think C. Thomas Howell did very well.
No, clearly.
So I'm like, is it because Robert Downey Jr. is like an A-list actor?
Yeah, and he was just getting, because that was right after Iron Man or something. So he was just coming back into the swing of things, being kind of, because he had his problems and no one would hire him. And I told you I've never seen that, but like the whole movie. What's it called? I'm sorry, the C. Thomas Howell one. But some of those scenes I saw on YouTube. Soul Man. Yeah, sorry. Some of those scenes I had watched. Just because I was interested, because I knew about it, but they very perpetuate the stereotype fully.
Sydney Eubanks is in the chat saying, "What's up, everyone?"
Hey, what's up?
Dell says people doing blackface is tied to oppression and didn't help me out with that word. Denigration through the perpetuation of stereotypes. Whiteface has no such connotation. Now, you had told me when you and I had this conversation, Dell's going to get a kick out of this, but Mizzy literally told me, he goes, "Go talk to Dell about it."
Yeah, because I feel Dell is a little older than me. He might know. He knows more. Obviously, I don't know. I know some of the history about it. I don't know everything. I know it was to make the big lips, to make fun of people, our type of people. And like when you said whiteface, I'm like, I know white chicks.
Lips. How do you make big lips for a white guy though?
Oh, they probably had that. How do they do it? I don't.
I see the white face. I don't know how you make your lips bigger though, unless you get injections or whatever they call it.
Oh, yeah, Botox or something, or whatever you call it. Not Botox, lip injection. No, they did that for blackface. They had put like
Boys in the Hood. The black cop calling the black kid the N-word is haunting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that scene, but Menace to Society is another one with Lorenz Tate. That one I did see. It's funny because when I was younger, I grew up liking Menace to Society more than Boys in the Hood. But when I rewatched them about 2 years ago, I liked Boys in the Hood more than Menace to Society.
Okay.
Yeah. But when I was younger, I liked, maybe because of Lorenz Tate, but as I grew up, I'm like, no, I think Boys in the Hood's a better movie.
It's a better movie.
Menace to Society is really raw.
It's good. No, they're both good. But if I had to choose, I would. Yeah.
Really raw. We got Sydney. Man Apart is a good one. Man Apart is amazing. That is in like one of my favorite movies.
One of your big one favorite.
Do not care what other people say. Hey, Sydney. Talking about likes here. Choose one. Boys in the Hood's Poetic Justice. Set It Off. Jason's Lyric. I've never seen Jason's Lyric or Menace to Society. Boys in the Hood for me because I've never seen Poetic Justice either.
I'm trying to think if you would like that. Yeah, Tupac.
Boys in the Hood all day. We have to keep everything hair black.
RDJ,
I got away with it because he was pointing out hypocrisy and racism with voice actors. A lot of them lean into stereotyped accents when doing someone of
when they do Asian black, they do that all the time.
Oh yeah, the Asian one's a big one. I feel Tropic Thunder is a satire. RDJ and Tom ridiculous characters, and I was entertained. Racist cops are what trigger me. I hated cops until I was about 35. I'm 55 now and white, by the way. Okay. So I appreciate comments like that.
Yeah, no, thank you, Brian.
It talks about what we're talking about almost, gets feedback. In other words, nothing. I mean, there were two very different messages with Tropic Thunder and Soul Man. There are.
That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, like Soul Man was go get the watermelon, go get
bullshit passed off as a white guy learning tolerance and acceptance. I know he doesn't like that movie, and I know.
Oh, I know.
Me and Joe did. Bro, Brian, welcome to the Double Five. Can't speak. Well, for me, until 9:25. Movie recommendation 187, 1997 Samuel L. Jackson, directed by Kevin Reynolds. Sydney's ratings 4 out of 5. I haven't seen 187. But somebody was talking about 187 recently. Was it Joe said he wanted to put it on my list? I think
someone did, right?
Yeah, I think he said that.
It's a good movie.
187 is great. We need a better release of that film. Yeah, I haven't seen that. It's pretty as hell.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna sit here though and like I'll hear people out a lot like Joe, but me and Joe did like Soul Man. I'm not saying I loved it. I'm also white. I get it, but I liked Soul Man, and so did Joe. And I can't sit here and say I didn't like it. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm not going to fault you for that.
I'm not me saying, hey, screw you, Dell. I like this movie. You're wrong. I'm right. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just saying, like, hey, I liked it. I can't. I will never sit there and say I didn't like something because.
And I think, I don't want to be,
And I'll listen to what people have to say. Of course, it's why I read the chat. It's why I give you the time to speak as well. Now had me watch 187. Yes, it is, Chris. 187 is a fun one. Yeah, I gotta check that out. Somebody put it on my list. You want to dive into number 3?
Yeah.
You want to? Are you sure?
I mean, it's gonna be going up.
All right, number 3. Number 3. It's not going up. It's gonna be another 4 stars.
Oh, okay. Sorry, same or going up. Yeah. All right, there you go.
Beverly Hills Cop. Right. Can you give me an Eddie Murphy impersonation?
No, I cannot do his laugh. I'm sorry. I wouldn't try. Put me on a spot like that.
He said, no, I can't do that. He said,
there's only one Eddie Murphy, man. Yeah, you can't. I don't know.
No, there's this guy that did an Eddie Murphy recently.
Oh, I'm sure there's people that do
He
impersonate.
did it so good. He sounded better than Eddie Murphy.
He goes, I can't do it. I can hear it in my head because he does throw all four of them pretty much. He's done it throughout his career almost.
Not seen 187 years. 187 is on Prime and Pluto. Okay. Beverly Hills Cop. Are you surprised? You're not surprised. It's pretty.
No, because you watched all four like within.
Yeah, you days. Yeah, I still was going to. If I hated this,
I know you had said that,
but there was no chance I wasn't going to like these. I knew I would at least enjoy them. These are something my dad loves too. My dad always told me, "How the hell have you not seen Beverly Hills Cops? What is wrong with you?" I was like, "What's wrong with me? You didn't introduce me to them as a kid."
I mean, he's giving all horror. He didn't give all these comedies.
I'm not going to fall for the banana in the tailpipe again.
Oh yeah, that's a good. Yeah.
I love, dude.
This is fun, right? I don't know.
3.5 out of 5.
Yeah.
It's a 4 stars for me.
Yeah,
I wrote, "What's the charge? Disturbing the peace. I got thrown out of a window. What's the charge if you get pushed out of a moving vehicle? Jaywalking."
Yeah. Bro, he literally gets thrown through the window and they arrest him. Like, what the hell?
What's the charge if I get thrown out of a moving vehicle? Jaywalking. I wrote, look at all my laughing emojis I wrote on here. Like,
sure. Oh, wow. Okay.
I'll just have to laugh when I do them. When he tells the black cop it should be more natural, and then he tells him he's been hanging out with this dude too long, and he points to the white dude. As he points out the white guy, that's probably what some of the brothers say about you when they look at you hanging out with me. You've been hanging out with this guy too long. That's what Del says. He's like, "Mizzy, you've been hanging out with
I know. Del's probably. He's like,
look at this guy. He's bald. He looks like he's got.
All right, I'll come up next time. I'll be bald. Yeah, like, no, you're hanging around bald too much. Yeah,
what's wrong? You've been hanging out with this white guy too long. I don't have time to sit here and argue with you." She replies, "Wait a sec. Let me get my keys and we'll argue on the way." I love that scene. When she's like, he goes, "I don't have time to sit here and argue." Okay, wait a sec. She grabs her key. "Let me get my keys. We'll argue on the way."
Yeah, yo, that girl, she was the blonde there. Oh my god.
Yeah, for sure. Wrote that. Yeah. This movie had me smiling and laughing pretty much entirely throughout this movie, especially once he gets to Beverly Hills. It's all laughs. I had quite a few chuckles and a few pretty hard laughs. This 80s old school humor is for me, man. Not the sensitive, politically correct shit nowadays. They can't make a damn good.
No, they were. Yeah,
I wrote they can't make a damn good comedy worth of shit anymore.
I know.
If you're lucky, you'll just get fired. He said. That's another quote I wrote down. The two cops on one another's shoulders. That's like watching you sitting on my shoulders.
Oh God, yeah, imagine.
Do you remember the ending, dude?
Yeah, no, I remember that.
Oh my God, I was like, dude, this is like Mizzy and I right now. It's like, what is going on here? Bro, damn, they're trying to spoil Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kids for me. I have to see that ASAP. I've never seen that, but he's like, dude, this is like the ending of Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kids.
Yeah,
I have to eat this movie. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Dude, I lost my spot here. I don't know where I was. Shit. Hold on.
You're good.
Okay, here we go. Yeah. Okay. Damn, that lieutenant giving the story to his chief at the end, just completely bullshitting the story, had me cackling like a cow, bro. That entire monologue he gives, watching the facial expressions on his officers, think that's Ronnie Cox from Deliverance. You ever seen Deliverance? And that yeah, that's going on your next list.
Yeah, right.
You keep that as a souvenir. I already have 3 of them in my bag. He has the robe. Oh my goodness, bro! This movie can be so damn quotable. Some serious funny one-liners. Pretty sure my dad loved this movie when he was probably in his 20s. He saw this, so he was probably the perfect age.
What, 84?
What a movie! Super happy to have finally watched it. I'm going to be checking out the sequels after this, and then I watched all 3 in one night after this. It was like,
that's crazy. Yeah.
This makes for the first time ever 5 recommendations on a list with 4 stars. Congratulations on being my first ever.
Nice. All right.
Another gem of a recommendation. What a fun movie. Yeah. I'm going to give this a solid 4 stars. It's definitely not a 3.5 because I love the entire movie. I don't think I can quite give it a 4.5 either, but seriously, from the jump, it had me. I enjoyed the daylight out of this movie. Some speaking of daylight, have you seen that one I wrote?
I have, yeah. So,
okay. So this was from the sequel, but when he says you're getting more like me every day, soon you'll have afros and big dicks.
Yeah.
He says,
You like that?
he's cracking up, bro. That's the
Yeah.
sequel. Soon you're
It's
gonna
just a
have
lot of
Afro
good lines.
dicks at the end of it. And then I wrote the third is a lot more corny. The sequel lost some of its charm, but had plenty of laughs. The third is a
So
bit
that's the weakest for you, yeah.
and definitely lost all the chemistry for the first
Yeah,
two.
the third's okay, but it's
And I actually miss Ronnie Cox as well. So
yeah.
all right, I see Ronnie Cox, and I think RoboCop or Total Recall. That's his second in command of OCP and RoboCop. Why I love 80s comedies. Herpes Simplex 10.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Beverly Hills Cop. I saw it in theaters. Joe, so nice.
Oh, wow.
I just got that on the 3-disc DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K set. So Joe was probably in his teens because
Yeah, you had to.
Joe's about 10 years younger than my dad, I think. So Dell and Joe are very similar in age.
They're close in age, yeah.
Joe's like a few years younger, I think, like one or two. Yeah, I'm not going to say their age. 38 years old.
Yeah, exactly.
Need to watch the trilogy. You do great.
Yeah, it's Paramount. You got it, Grant, right?
Oh, got rid of it. Yeah, Snapper Case is good. Beverly Hills Cop is a classic. Yep. And Joe, I agree. What do we got here? Mel's in the chat saying, "Sorry, I'm late. Just want to pop in and say what's up, Bobby Blue and Mizzy." We're talking.
Thanks for coming by.
Beverly Hills Cop with Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, I think Mel would like that. She'd
also
laugh.
saw Beverly Hills Cops in theater, but Adele and I are around our same age. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if they were like 1 year apart.
Yeah.
Some people actually rate Beverly Hills Cop 2 higher than the first one. So for me, Beverly Hills Cop 2 would be a 4. Beverly Hills Cop 3 is a 3. And then Beverly Hills Cop 4, Axel Foley, would be 3.5.
Okay.
I think it's not quite as good as the first and second.
Yeah, it's not. But
I can't quite give it 4, but so all of them I like though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 3.
Yeah.
Part 3 is 3.
Yeah. I heard you said that you like the second.
I'm kind of the same with you.
The first is my favorite though.
Yeah.
I 1, 2, 4, 3.
Okay. Yeah, I'll probably go. Yeah. Definitely 3 is last. Yeah. 4, 3. Yeah, I get 2 and 1. Yeah.
I'm waiting for you one day to say you start hanging out and becoming more like us. Soon you'll have an afro and big dicks.
You'll have an afro. Yeah, you'll have hair and a big one.
Maybe I'll have an afro.
Yeah.
My ranking of Beverly Hills Cop 3, 1, 4, 2. I love the third one. See, that's why when you told me, I was like, dude, I was like, Chris loves the third one.
Yeah.
I think he really likes the setting of it.
It's fun at an amusement park. Yeah, it is fun. Like I agree. I just think the villain is he's kind of weak.
Gil Hill that played Axel's captain was awful in real life. A real life dirty cop.
Oh really? Wait, that was real life.
Oh, the guy he the one in the fourth one. The story of the fourth one, right? Or is it the third? That's the third one. The story, his captain is in the third one. Yeah, that's his captain. He was.
Oh, he's saying I thought he's saying like
in real life he was a dirty cop.
In real life, so I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah,
I know that. Okay.
In real life he was a dirty cop. I didn't know that either, but yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah, Wonderworld.
That's a major part.
I think you call Wonderworld.
Wonderworld, yeah, that's stupid something.
Yeah, so I was telling him because Chris is another one. He gave me a list a while back and. Like Frontier, or is it called Frontier? What's the one with the guy who plays Chance in Beverly Hills Cop? Why am I just drawing a blank here? Michael J. Fox, right?
And what? Back to the Future?
It starts with an F. I think it starts with an F. It's the Ghost movie, whatever it is.
Oh,
Frighteners. Chris is a huge fan of that. Anyway, so Chris recommended me a list of a bunch of movies, and it's funny because Beverly Hills Cop 1 through 4 was on.
Oh, Frighteners, you already did that.
Was on it. So I watched a lot of those from his list.
Okay.
I've almost seen his entire list because
because of other people's.
Exactly. I have another buddy. He's recommended me a bunch of movies, and I'm like, bro, I keep knocking out these people wouldn't do live streams with me, but I end up doing it. I end up texting them, and I keep watching all these movies because other people are recommending them to me. So
that's funny. That's cool. Yeah.
But I'm telling you, bro, in December we're gonna get a live stream with this guy.
All right, I'm ready, man.
We're gonna do another 3
fun time. Yeah.
We're
gonna watch some messed up movies, right, Chris?
Chris wants to watch Salo and. He probably wants to watch a Serbian film too, and
the worse the better. More fucked up.
Yeah, so great picks. Beverly Hills Cop is a classic. It was very fun. It was very fun. I agree.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're just fun. The
A lot of
movies.
fun.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's see
Glad
here.
you liked it.
Yeah, you gave
Okay.
this, how much would you give
Two
this?
left. I'm glad. I thought one was gonna be high for you. That's good. To
You
see.
gave this one 4 stars, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think my list is going to beat yours. I don't think so, but we might have about similar star ratings. We'll see. I recommended Frighteners originally. Yes, he did.
Oh, okay.
He totally screwed up. I was like, you need to substitute a new movie. It was it's not really my cup of tea. So
Yeah.
but
Supernatural.
yeah. I looked at it. I was like, oh shit. I was like, I got a text guy. I think I told you that a while back. But yeah, okay. So number 2, you ready to get into it?
Yeah, I'm ready.
And I
Okay.
got The Bodyguard, number 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
The dance
This is a
song.
little higher than I thought. I wasn't sure. Like I figured
No,
you'd like it,
bro.
but
Let me talk to you about something. You give me Kevin Costner. You give me
I mean, I know you love
a
Kevin
man
Costner.
protecting a woman in some romance. What more? You don't need to give me much more than that.
Yeah. I'm surprised you haven't seen this before. Like I was, damn, you haven't seen this one? All right, it's all right.
Kevin Costner. That's all that needs to be said.
Yeah, I know
All
you're
that
a big
needs to be.
fan.
Yeah, I don't. There's nothing else. Don't
say.
I'm sorry, Dylan. I'm sorry. I love The Bodyguard. I recommended Frighteners originally. Yeah. So, anyways, Bodyguard. Let's talk some Bodyguard. I got a lot of notes. I probably wrote in the very first thing I wrote. It was the first one I watched, and I gave it 4.5 stars.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So you started my list with a bang.
Yeah. Jesus.
I wrote, "You can live with it, or you can fire me." And so he wrote, or he says to her, "You can live with it, or you can fire me." After they have sex in the next morning, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, because she's like, "Oh, you can do this, but you can't fuck me."
But I can't fuck you.
Yeah, I can't fuck you. Yeah,
I was like, oh snap. Okay, I wrote the whole "don't get involved with the client" situation. I can relate to that, dude. Even as like a personal trainer, I have.
No.
You
got some stories?
Yeah, I got some stories. I got some stories. I had a client, and she was given to me by like a sales lead at the gym. This was the first gym I worked at, and I'm as oblivious as it gets. I don't like to assume somebody's hitting on me. We have good chemistry, whatever. I'm always talking to people, so I can't tell the two apart. Well, my next client comes in, another woman, and she's like, we start training, and she goes, she was hitting on you, right? And I was like, no, not at all. Blah blah blah. Literally texts me and she's like, hey, would you ever be interested in grabbing a drink or like getting a bite to eat sometime? And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, I was like, in what context? So I replied, blah, blah. Anyways, I told her, I was like, it wouldn't be professional. She was attractive. I was attracted to her. I was like, it wouldn't be professional. She got a different trainer a couple weeks later and she was like, now would you be interested in going out sometime?
Oh, because
because I told her, I was like, I can't do it.
Oh.
And I had a couple other guys that were like, what's wrong with you? Would you just go? He's like,
yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm kind of thinking. I'm like, damn, bro.
That's how guys were. But yeah. So no, I never even got together.
Never acted on her or anything.
But fitness, I had a client for a while, and she was very attractive, and I had really good chemistry with her. And I did start to hang out with her outside of the gym, never romantically, but nothing ever came to be with it.
But you were more, I guess.
She was the first person. Funny story about her. I got hurt at the gym one day, screwed up my back. I was out like.
Oh, is that when you fell on video?
I fell and I had a herniated disc, bulging discs, and I couldn't move. I couldn't tie my shoes. My mom had to tie my shoes. I couldn't bend over. It was terrible. Well, she came by my and brought me flowers. It was the first time ever. But I was like, okay, so a lot of during Pride Month, that's the same month as Men's Mental Health Awareness Month.
Okay, yeah.
A lot of men are like, there's a saying that like the first time a lot of men will receive flowers is at a funeral or at their funeral. That's the first time a man will ever be given flowers. I don't like flowers. I was so uncomfortable when she gave me flowers. My mom's like, it's so nice. And my sister was like, that's
my mom would say that too.
Like, no, that made me so uncomfortable.
Is it because it's like
I did not like receiving flowers, dude. Okay. I buy women flowers. That is one thing as a guy I don't want you to buy.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say like, oh, this is, but that's not.
No, I'm sure you want to tell her that personally.
Yeah,
or anything,
I do not like that. Don't buy any flowers.
Okay.
I was like, oh, thanks, but I was like, gosh, this is all.
It was a nice thought, but yeah, I
Yeah,
guess
it's not my cup of tea, man. But it is funny how they say like the first time men will receive their flowers at their funeral. I wouldn't want though to buy somebody to buy me flowers. I wouldn't want it. I do that. I don't want that. There's certain things like
you think it's more for a man should buy a woman.
yeah, I know, maybe that sounds sexist or whatever.
I mean, yeah, I know. I'm
I
sorry.
don't want to see. I don't know. I think it's not masculine.
Yeah,
Dude, I would not have flowers in my kitchen in my
yeah, you would have like plants or flowers in your house.
popcorn bucket in my kitchen. I don't have flowers, okay?
You probably killed a damn plant. You wouldn't know how to water it or anything like that. So I won't trust you. But
don't buy me flowers, man. I'll buy you flowers though, Mizzy. And
okay, I'll take it. Sure.
The whole don't get involved with the client situation. He clearly likes her, but knows that he can't protect her and be with her because he can't focus. Lady walks up to him and says, "Oh my God, this was
that is like okay." You had told me that because I hadn't seen this in a long time.
She walks up to him and says, "I've been watching you all night across the room," and he replies, "Why don't you go back over there and keep watching?"
Bro, I laughed too because I just thought your voice say like because you had told me that, and then I watched it.
And then he goes.
Yeah.
Orange juice.
He's drinking he loves his orange juice.
I tell you, like you said, The Cure was sponsored by Butterfinger. Yeah. This movie was sponsored by orange juice.
And then there's a scene though he's pouring some vodka, and I was like, oh, okay, Kevin, he's trying to get a drink in there. Yeah. But he loves his orange juice. Yes.
Not really a fan of the game she plays. I get she wants to play hard to get, but I'm not a big fan of that. I don't like that stuff.
She admits she says
she kind of
she was a little snippy and stuff.
She sure was.
Like you're trying to protect. She's protecting your life. Someone's trying to kill you. Like
she doesn't get it. She's like, hey, if I like you, I like you. Basically, in so many words. Let's see here. Not really a fan of the game. The way you asked if Butterfinger sponsored The Cure, did Orange Juice sponsor The Bodyguard? I wrote, hell yeah, bro. This movie is the shit. This is every bit my cup of tea. Romance, some drama, a tad bit of emotion, some heart in there, a little bit of action, good soundtrack. And then I wrote, and Kevin fucking Costner. I'm totally set. This was my shit, I wrote. And that was probably in the beginning of the movie, dude. I knew I was going to like this movie.
I figured you like it. I didn't know. I'm surprised you like that this much.
This was my bit. Dude, I think I wrote in my notes somewhere like this, just what Nikki recommended to me, like, which I showed to you, and Officer and Gentleman, of course. Like, dude.
No, I know. Yeah, I didn't like more movies like this on the list.
Officer and a Gentleman, The Bodyguard, like
when a man's like protected, is taking care of his woman, or or what,
all day, every day,
and jump in front of a bullet for her, and all.
Kevin Costner, bro, come on. I mean, I don't like Richard Gere's not even in my top favorite actors, but he killed it in that role.
Yeah, you like that movie?
I find a way to talk about an Officer and a Gentleman on every fucking stream. I'm sorry. Give me Costner every day of the week and twice on Sundays. I wrote. And obviously, I didn't know much about Whitney Houston going into this movie, but she was really pretty. Didn't even know what she looked like, bro.
She was beautiful. Yeah.
Did I mention this movie was my absolute jam? I wrote again. I think I wrote that a couple more.
You wrote twice. Yeah.
So, hell of a recommendation. I've had it in the collection for a while, and I've always wanted to check it out. So this was perfect. This was the second movie I watched, but honestly, I'll be surprised if anything finished above this. It was the second one I watched.
Okay.
I love the entire scene, or all the scenes at his father's cabin. I love that entire bit.
Yeah, that's very intense. That was that whole.
The ending kept me on the edge of my seat.
Oh, the award show? All that?
Yeah, I'm trying not to spoil it.
Oh, sorry.
I knew someone was going to be in on it, but honestly, I didn't expect what happened. I didn't see it coming. I love the ending. I've heard, and we're not talking about who. All right, well, let's just get into spoilers. If you haven't seen The Bodyguard, we're going to talk spoilers. Because
I know what you're saying.
All right, so spoilers for Bodyguard. But I know you were like, hey, did you expect that the sister is bad, but it's actually his.
She's not the.
She
paid a guy
she paid a guy to like.
And he's like, he won't stop till she's dead, basically.
Yeah. I love the dynamic he has with their son Fletcher.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard people say it's predictable. Maybe I'm vain, but I didn't predict it at all. I wrote. Let's see here. Tony turns out to be cool. I wrote down.
Yeah, Tony, the big guy,
Yeah. I love the chauffeur. He was cool. He reminds me of
the black guy. Yeah,
he reminds me from Die Hard. What's his name in Die Hard?
Oh, yeah. I know you're talking about. But it was funny because he was like washing cars at the beginning when he first comes. And he's like, "Yeah, you."
Costner's just a smooth badass. He really is, dude. He's just smooth. She wasn't always the most lovely character, but I'd probably become a paranoid nutcase too if I were her. But he was always going to do anything to protect her. I wrote down. So the ending, I kind of loved it. I guess he would quit being her bodyguard, obviously, as it shows, and they'd start a relationship? Question mark.
Yeah, because
he gets off the plane.
Right, he gets off.
He runs for her, whatever. Yeah,
she runs ahead. Yeah.
Man, I just don't know, but this was just my absolute jam. Yeah, some movies are just perfect for people. This is my cup of tea. It won't be for everyone, but it's definitely for me. How'd you like the ending? Did you see the reveal coming? That guy was so douchey anyways, I wrote.
The guy had that fucking crazy eye. I had like a little, when he's introduced in the party and stuff. Yeah. See, that's a high. I give it a 3.5. I enjoy it for what it was. It is.
Weeks.
Yeah, I was surprised you really liked it like that. It was funny because I guess Kevin Costner did an interview saying before Whitney died, they were thinking about maybe doing.
They were going to do a sequel.
I don't know what it would been or anything,
with a different actress.
Oh, okay.
It was a different somebody who told me this. I don't remember who told me this.
So Whitney wasn't going to be in it, then?
Yeah, I guess it was a different one.
Okay. I wasn't sure. I thought it was both of them.
Somebody in the chat tell us who the actress was.
Because he got along with Whitney. He went to her funeral and spoke at her funeral.
Yeah, you said that. Kevin Costner seems like a good guy.
Oh, yeah. He seems like a genuine.
I wrote really from the beginning, I was totally into this movie. Nothing I didn't like about it. It's basically the perfect movie for me. Damn near, and of course, this is my opinion. It also helps that Costner is a lead. That man is perfect.
Yeah, if it was a different lead, you probably wouldn't like that as much.
No, I think I still would because it's.
You would like it, but it's just But
if you put I'm trying to think of it, like a Danny McBride, no.
Well, Jesus, no. Yeah,
I'm just saying, put that loser in there.
But I'm trying to think someone around his age, but I don't
Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
Work as well for me. He's okay. He's just not a. I don't know. Kevin Costner's smooth, bro. He's smooth, man. He is. You ever watch movies where you're just like, man, I can see why this guy gets so much tail because I watch it and I'm just like, man, if I were that smooth,
I wish I was smooth as that. Yeah, was it in his 60s now or whatever? He's still, shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm glad you liked it. So it's funny because
when Nikki and Caprice talked about men, Richard Gere is a man. He's a man and an officer and gentleman. Kevin Costner is a man. You know what I mean? These guys are men. They're not pussies. You know what I mean? We're not wimpy.
No, I agree. Yeah.
They're real men. They're tough.
They're just Denzel, man, all those types. Yeah.
Exactly. Yep.
They say they don't really exist anymore, so to speak.
Yeah.
I'm sure they do, obviously, but
I love Kevin Costner and Mr. Brooks.
That's a good movie, Mr. Brooks. I really like that.
Yeah. Tom Cruise says they're not feminists.
No, that's true, Tom. Yes, they are not.
Jeez. I'm not gonna get into that one, but I love Kevin Costner and Richard Gere for sure. So,
and that's funny. You said this might have been your number one, but one obviously.
There was not. I think when I was writing this, I was like, there's.
You said that you watched this first.
I was fat chance anything tops this, but we're gonna talk about your number one in a minute because I have some shit to say about your number one.
Okay.
Bob, calm down with your man crush. I will not. I still exist, Mizzy. Tom Cruise says.
Oh yeah, Tom's a good. Yeah, he's a good leader, man. Yeah, for sure. Good action star.
True, Tom Cruise. Yeah, I'll take Tom Cruise in
he's great.
I wouldn't mind a Tom Cruise in this. The Bodyguard was dumb fun. Whitney was actually the love of Kevin's life. Makes that movie even more special.
Oh, I know he had he was really.
Bodyguard is a classic. Love the Bodyguard and great soundtrack. Good soundtrack. I didn't know
that soundtrack was very popular.
Bobby really told her you had to watch these movies for Mizzy. The Bodyguard, good fun movie. Sydney's rating 3 out of 5. Bought him flowers. Mizzy looking 5 years younger tonight. Look at that. Nobody's buying you flowers.
Yeah, right. No flowers at his funeral.
Costume or cactuses. Ends up steel books in his kitchen. Bob, you're almost 40, and you've never seen what Whitney Houston looked like until almost 40.
I was talking about, like, Bob, you know what Whitney Houston is? Like, do you know her song? I'm like, no. It's like, I've heard of her, he said. I was like,
Yeah, I didn't know much about her. Yeah.
I guess it's my mom played her music all the time.
I've never seen Dragonfly, Sydney.
Yeah.
Never seen
I've never seen it either. No.
Stepped away for a while because Bob shook my soul, and I came back to hear Bob professing his love for Costner. New edition featuring Kevin Costner, If It Isn't Love. Yeah, pretty much. What's up, Steve? What's up, Steve? What's up, man? Yeah, okay, so you want to dive into number one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wonder if people have heard of this movie. But, yeah,
your number one. Hold on.
Right. What's the rating on it? Or you want to wait till you tell me?
I'll wait. Give me a second. It is one of the last ones I watched. I watched it late at night, and I fucking.
Oh, okay.
I think I took my phone.
Yeah.
And I chucked it.
You chucked it? Yeah. Yeah, I thought you chucked it.
I think I chucked it.
All
Where's
right.
the damn notes? Oh, right here. Here we go. Okay, so nope, that's the girl on the train. What? Okay, I finally found it. Anyways,
On the bottom.
this number one is the best movie recommendation I've received yet.
Are you serious?
I am dead serious.
This is better than Blind Spotting?
This was better than Blind Spotting, better than Street.
So this is a 5-star. Okay,
This is 5 stars. This movie is every bit of a masterpiece, in my opinion.
Wow.
It is
crap.
probably in my top 100 of all time. Dude,
Whoa.
You knew what you were doing when you recommended this movie. It's
Bro.
a Dixon movie. It meant the absolute world to me. I do not care what anybody thinks. Most people gave this 3 or 3.5. This movie is so much better than that. But it worked for me the way it went other people.
And I figured it would, but damn, this is really
This is like my favorite. Dude, I was like, I kind of wanted to watch the movie again after it was over. So number one is going to be Things We Lost in the Fire with Benicio del Toro and Halle Berry, Halle Berry,
yes.
Yeah, one of your favorite actress, I believe. Gosh, man, I loved this movie. Loved it. I was like, shit. This man. I wrote this movie absolutely blew me away. It hit me so hard. I had tears roll down my eyes as the credits rolled. I said one of those movies that I just have to sit with, a lot to unpack here for me. It might not hit others the way it did for me, but damn, this was a masterpiece. Every movie hits everyone differently, but everything about this movie worked for me. It's so powerful. It's emotional. It has incredible characters that all have fleshed out moments. There's like 10 individual scenes that I just became so engrossed in. I have nothing bad to say, not one bad thing. Wow. Thanks. I wrote in, look, I loved The Bodyguard a lot, but this movie was just miles better than that. And that's saying a lot because, like I said, I loved The Bodyguard. Mm-hmm. Man, that shot of the daughter waiting for her daddy to come home in the stairwell, dude, and he's sitting there, bro. That I mean, that obviously the whole story is, that's not a spoiler, right? No,
because I think in the trailer
it opens in a funeral.
It's known that he
and the shot of the daughter waiting for her daddy to come home, that hits hard, knowing that he never did. I remember being a kid waiting for my dad to come home, getting a call he fell off of the roof. He was a roofer, so he fell off a roof, and that was one of the only 2 times in my life I've ever seen my dad cry. He came home and cried in my mom's arm, and me and my 2 sisters are sitting at the dinner table in the evening and just watching him like hold my mom and hugging each other and having him cry in her arms. It's crazy to see that, knowing you've never seen your dad cry.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. So, absolutely.
Yeah, so watching that, it broke my heart. I think the movie was just incredible. I'm gonna get into more of it. Man, that shot of the daughter. I loved her husband's character. He seemed like a great man, husband and father.
Yeah, David Cody, good. Yeah.
I'm usually not big on stories that go back and forth.
Yeah, I was a little worried about that.
Movies that show how the story unfolds in the very beginning. We obviously know that her husband is dead from the start, but the way this one tells the story and goes back and forth was so well done, though. Oh man, that short scene at the breakfast table, you see her grab her son's chin. I wrote in my notes. Yeah. Did your mom ever do that with you? Grab your chin like this and go, listen. Did she ever?
She really grabbed my pinch my arm or something. I'm trying to think.
My mom did this to me. Squeeze your chin.
Maybe it's like look at me like
listen to me,
Yeah,
oh man, I hated that.
But that wasn't her emotions coming. You could see she's like, I just want to have a nice fucking breakfast, and you guys are
I wrote, yeah, did your mom ever do that to you? Take her hand and grab your chin when you were acting up. I hated that. I wrote, oh man, the scene where she says, it should have been you. Why wasn't it you, Jerry?
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, that was powerful. Should have been you, Jerry. Yeah. Like,
I wrote, she watches him in the pool, sees how good he is with the kids. Then she gets mad at him, says, it broke her heart because obviously Brian couldn't get him to do it. Do you remember the
go
scene?
underwater. Like, yeah, the kid want to go underwater. Yeah.
Letterboxd has David Duchovny's character named Steven, but his name was Brian.
Oh, does it? Okay, I didn't know. I didn't realize that.
It's great to see Halle Berry's character evolve and get better throughout the movie. That's why I said like every character has fleshed out moments. Even the kids have fleshed out moments.
Oh yeah, the kids were great too. Absolutely.
Damn you, man! I wrote, "Damn you, dude." This movie got me a few times, especially at the end. I gotta talk spoilers, dude. I tear up talking about the damn scene at the end. Man, you got me a couple times in this movie. I was like, okay, I'm done tearing up. Oh no, God. I was like, another. Oh, I was like, damn, this fucking guy. Yeah, no, because this is one. Unlike The Bodyguard, I would have seen it at some point. I've never heard of this movie.
You've never heard of it? I don't think a lot of people have. Like,
never heard of it. Yeah, so we're gonna talk spoilers for this. Because it's the ending I can spoil, and I am gonna spoil it. So if you haven't seen this, I'm gonna spoil the ending with everyone here. Damn you! This movie got me a few times, especially at the end when the daughter runs to him. I knew it was gonna happen. I
was mad at them. Yeah,
knew she was gonna run after him.
Yeah,
but fuck that shit. Still, dude, I got goosebumps talking about it. That still hits so hard because, dude, like, man, I like when I walk in the door and my niece runs into my legs because she's so small, like,
tiny.
Dude, it's such a. There's no better feeling in the world, and I swear I'm getting choked up right now. But there's no better feeling, and I don't have any kids. But to have your niece or nephew, who's 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 years old, running into your arms, man, and oh man, it's the best.
Oh, I can imagine because it's
everything else, depression, it all goes away when you hold like that child in your arms.
Yeah,
because they just lift you up.
Yeah,
you lift them up, but they're lifting you up.
Your kids are, they're not judgmental usually. Like you get to like unconditional love. But yeah, I can imagine. I can see what you're saying. I don't have kids myself, obviously, and yeah, but I get what you're saying. And
yeah, man.
You get purpose of that Jerry Benicio del Toro is an addict.
Yeah, because she's leaving. Gave me this movie. I loved all the characters in this movie. Every single one I wrote. The daughter and son looked at him like a father figure. I wrote that's tough for everyone.
And then he says at the end, she's like, "Why are you leaving?" But he basically says, "I wasn't trying to be your father."
Right.
She's not mad at,
yeah, because you became my dad, and he's like, I never wanted to.
Yeah,
like, and not in a bad way. He's just
no. Yeah, it wasn't a bad. It was just.
I wrote, oh my god, bro, the performances from Halle and Benicio, holy cow.
Yeah, they're both
Benicio. I know Benicio is an excellent actor, but I never gone out of my way to watch his movies. I've never been big. I don't dislike him. I just never felt an attachment to him. But damn, I fucking loved his character in this movie. I think it ends perfectly. I think not making them romantic was the best thing for this movie.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
I really liked Kelly's character too. You know how you always give me crap because I always pick the movies to watch. If you would say, let's watch things like We Lost in the Damn Fire, I'd have you pick a movie.
You'd be like, you know what? Yeah.
I wrote, I'd have you pick movies all the damn time. Man, I needed this. I wrote, man, I needed this movie in my life, dude.
Really? Oh, man.
This was like a disconnect.
That makes me happy to hear, man. Yeah.
This was a disconnect where I sat on, and I'm seriously like holding back, getting choked up right now about stuff because this movie hit like really fucking hot, dude. And I sat on the couch on my recliner at the end, man, and I just had tears rolling down my eyes because you ever watch a movie, not because it's overly sad, but like a disconnect where you're just like, fuck, man.
It's like the right note.
I need this. Like, man, like this is just, you just sit there. You're just like, damn, man, this is why I love movies. Like, it just, whatever it could be because it's something in your past. It could be reminds you of your relationship with your dad or whatever. But man, I just said
that kid's losing a fight. Yeah, I'm sure that I figured I think about because this is I don't know. I had this on my list for you.
This is the kind of addiction movies people need to be
referencing. Yeah, that too. Right.
Not the fucking coked out of their minds and tripping acid and balls like Train Spotting. Get that shit the fuck out of here.
This is more.
That's
they delve into what they show. It's not the whole, but it's.
This is more the recovery aspect.
Yeah, the recovery too, because he does recover. Then he relapses. That's his friend, because he's best friends with her husband. even that when he meets it's his birthday and he goes and meets up with him and he's just buying him like groceries and shit like that.
No, even
like,
that stuff. Like
you know what I mean?
I thought like you and I aren't poor like that in doing
but
living in a situation like that. But I thought of like some people like you or Tony or like Codebreaker in the chat. Like I thought of people like a relationship like that. Like I thought of people like a Tony, a you, Chris would do that for me if I would
sure.
like
I
meet
think
up
he
with
would
me.
for me. Yeah, if I was, hey man, I'm and he didn't even say that. He wasn't even asking for it. He's just like,
Right.
he knows doesn't. I guess you don't eat a lot, and he sees where he lives, and it's not great. And
Everything about this movie worked, man.
Yeah.
I still got so much I wrote, so we're gonna be here another 2 minutes. I wrote, I think it ends perfectly. Yeah, not making them romantic was my favorite part.
Yeah, I agree.
I would just sit there as credits roll and take it in. And like I said, it won't hit people the same way it did for me. And I'm not even a father, but this shit hits every note for me, man. Every emotion I felt, the performances, the camera work I loved, honestly, beautifully shot. Everyone cared. They all wanted to help. Definitely up there with my favorite films about addiction. And I have a lot of favorites, dude. This is probably like top 5 for me. And it probably is in my top 50, top 100 of all time.
Wow, that's high praise too. I mean,
I even thought the kids' performances were great, and the
kids are good.
Literally done nothing else since this. Nothing, not one movie.
Even I don't know what the direct. I think she did something else I heard of, but I need director. Yeah,
I think there's one. Yeah, I wrote 2 more.
Director, but
you know what makes this movie so incredible is that it touches on friendship, love, grief, addiction, self-destruction, pain, loss, family, and so much more. So if you're looking like, oh, it's just a movie about addiction, it touches on
it's way more than that.
Love, grief, health, self-destruction, pain, loss, family. Like, man, it hits every beat, dude. I can probably say a ton more about this, but sometimes less is more, and I've already said enough. It's perfect to finish the night talking about this movie I wrote. Just end with these thoughts. I wrote this, and I still had multiple movies to write on but there was zero chance anything was topping it. So I wrote this down without having watched
being like half my other list or whatever.
There's nothing beating this. And just end these thoughts. Some movies come along, man, and they just hit you. It's probably holding back tears. I probably had a tear fall down on my screen. This did that for me. I needed this. As I write this, I still can't stop thinking about it. That's the beauty of film, man. It means so much to me, and this movie did that. Like I said, everyone is different, and I'm sure there are people out there that think it's boring or just okay. But as someone who's gone through recovery and struggled with addiction, I just love this movie. I needed to see this. Thanks again. Movies are amazing, man. So I wish I said that when I wasn't on mute, because that's probably something that I could have said here, but for people that muted me, because it's probably
I see
probably funny to watch me talk without what I mean. But yeah, basically, if I unmuted or spoilers are off, but I was just telling him how much this movie meant to me, and how that's the beauty of film, how you could just see something and sometimes you're just blown away. That's the beauty of film. The movie did that. Like I said, everyone is different, but I'm sure there are people out there that think it's boring or just okay.
Sure, it could be slow for someone.
Gone through recovery, man, and struggled with addiction, like alcohol, there's things,
any addiction.
With my dad, I've seen it with my dad. Talked about it. I love this movie. I needed to see it. This is something I needed in my life. Do you ever watch a movie where you're like, fuck, man, I needed this?
Just came at the right time. Yeah, I'm trying to, it's like
blown away. I
couldn't. At this time, you can appreciate it more than
I couldn't wait.
You saw this 10 years ago. You want to have? Yeah, I didn't realize, bro. You hit this well, because I did not realize. Like I said, I figured you'd like it, but. Damn.
Yeah, man.
That means
that's why I love doing these streams. And look, there's going to be movies I hate, and it's going to come up. But
wait, what? It's going to come up? Wow.
But when I watch movies like this, and there was only 2 I didn't like on this list, and one of them I gave 2.5. But this, I looked, and it's got the second most stars next to Adam List, I believe. But it's I thought it might be close to what Adam had, but your 1.5 hurts that Brick. But because when I was watching this, like outside of Brick out in traffic, I was like, this is the best list I've received, hands down. Because outside of Brick and Traffic, everything, every note for me.
I always have those 1 or 2 like fuck up on.
Yeah, I know you probably. That's why I'm like, dude, when you are like, I'm telling you, it's funny because you're like, oh, I gave you most of these, and you were like, you kind of helped me figure out which ones. I was like, no, not really. I was like, for the most part, The Bodyguard, that was the first one you mentioned. Yeah, I wanted to see it. It helps.
No, and I know I get it because I know you're a big
But
Costner
we
fan.
also chat like so
Yeah,
much. You know what I
sure,
mean?
sure.
And so yeah, dude.
Well, we've never talked about this. But like, this is one I don't
Yeah,
think we've
this was
ever
one I
really.
never heard of. What was your rating on this, by the way?
I gave it a 4, so obviously you loved it way more. I really liked it. That'd be 4 and a heart, as Tony would say. But I enjoyed it. Yeah, it's because I haven't seen it so long. That's like 07, so I probably haven't seen this. Yeah, well over 10 years. But
that's why I wanted to keep everything coy and straight to my chest this time.
No, you definitely did.
I didn't want to play games with you and be like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
I hated this, and I end up loving it. I didn't want to do that. I just said wait until we do the stream.
Yeah, we did. And
I kept it personal, but especially when stuff like this happens, it's like this is just so good, and that's why I'm like, yeah, there's movies I don't like, and that's gonna happen, but. And if somebody goes like 0 for 10 and gives me 10 movies I don't like, that sucks. Okay, that's straight up.
Of course.
But even if there's one, and I liked multiple of Nikki's, but I'm always gonna keep going back to this because it's so high on my damn list. But An Officer and a Gentleman, like I fucking love that movie, and it was an opportunity. Like I had an awesome conversation about with my dad about that movie. So
that's awesome.
Because of that, I'm super grateful. And then I liked other ones on her list. You know what I mean? But like. I'll always be grateful for that. And then I'll always have my dad falling asleep during Streets of Fire. So that's funny. But it's too late for him.
Yeah. You gotta start early with some of these. Yeah.
Tom Cruise says, I told Tim his post was a feminist on Instagram. He blocked me.
Whoa.
Sure, he's being sarcastic.
Oh, okay.
Who knows though? What I love is a different race relationship and The Bodyguard plus Road Trip. Yep. Yeah. I showed that and I liked it. Hey guy, we've got I've only seen this once. Laugh out loud. Yeah, it's a movie, man. Mizzy got the monster ball scene on replay.
Yeah.
I love this film. 4.5 stars. Sydney says Things We Lost in the Fire, great movie, 4.5 out of 5.
Some people have seen it. That's good.
I'm loving this. The 4.5s right there. Wow, wasn't expecting that for a number one. Good underrated film. I'm glad he likes it as well.
Yeah,
it means a lot. Yeah, that's the beauty of these lists too, is that. Like if you knew what I was gonna say, then these streams aren't fun.
It wouldn't have been fun. Yeah, if you had told me like, I love but you told me what you had said and we talked about or something. No, I wouldn't have been.
And that's why that's why I always ask people, can you give a prediction? Because I'm curious how you would have thought. You know what I mean? I'm always curious of that. Mizzy breaking all the records tonight. Great job, Mizzy.
Thank you.
Glad you're shining a light on this one. More people need to see it.
I agree. Yeah.
And like Nell says right there, man, the thing about this movie, and I touched on it earlier, and I don't know if I had spoilers on, but this movie touches on grief, pain, loss, friendship, love, family, father, daughter,
father, son, mother,
relapse, recovery. It even has scenes of recovery in this movie, in recovery groups. That's why this movie's so relatable to me too, because I've sat in recovery groups, dude. I've done the Serenity Prayers and I've gone through all that stuff. So like, and I actually, that actress too, oh my goodness, that is the
girl that he meets at the meeting. Shoot.
Gosh damn it.
Allison, no, not Allison Pill, no. What's her name? I know, you look it up. Are you looking it up?
Yeah, I got it. Okay. It is Allison Lohman. She was
okay.
She's the one from Drag Me to Hell.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
Yeah. She's cute.
She is, because she looks different in this movie than Drag Me to Hell. Yeah.
I thought both kid actors were great in this.
They were good. They were really. I'm surprised you said they haven't really done anything. So.
This is and it's shot unlike anything the story's told unlike any.
It works for this movie. Like
it's really told though, unlike anything I've ever seen a story go in place, because most movies go back and forth on stories. That happens all the time. Okay. But for a movie to go back and forth and then 20 minutes in, it stops that and then it catches up in real time. You don't see that too much.
I don't think that.
I mean? It's very different. Usually you'll go back and forth.
Right.
But to go back and forth, to start the movie in real time, then go back and forth for a little bit, and then 30 minutes in, all of a sudden we catch back up. It's like, damn, I don't see this a whole lot. So everything about this movie worked for me. It's something I would love to show my dad if it would have to be the first movie. So
it is like, there's no action, let's say, or whatever per se, but it's slow, but doesn't feel like 2 hours. I don't know.
The Union, yeah, 3 out of 5.
Oh, I gotta. Yeah,
I'm waiting for Halle Berry's new movie to come out. Never Let Go, I believe, comes
Oh,
out.
I do want to see that though.
That's Alexander
Aja, yeah.
Alexander Aja, yeah. High Tension remake, or not remake. Hills Have Eyes remake.
Hills Have Eyes, yeah.
Hey Eli, we got Eli Cortez saying what's up,
Hello.
what's up, Eli? Yeah. So I love it, and I really hope I'm gonna have Nikki on in a couple weeks, and 2 weeks from now on September 10th, 2 weeks from today, I'm gonna have Ashley on next week. So I've got, honestly, if you're just popping in, like these streams that I do, they happen every Tuesday for the next, honestly, until November.
At least through the winter, seems like.
They're all booked up until November. I'm not even joking.
I got my Deck Zeta a month and a half, whatever. So,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, they're fun. It's good because we watch, it's opening your eyes to certain movies, and I'm glad I would, like I said, I seen this once. I had the Blu-ray. I just happened to see it one day in my collection. I was like, well, let me, I know we do like addiction movies and stuff, and I'm glad you really enjoyed it. That means a lot.
Yeah, and I guess this is a good time to spoil that our raunchy comedy series is going to start on September 30th, right?
Monday. Yes.
Monday evening, September 30th. We're going to start with The Girl Next Door, and then the day after that, I got Ashley on, and then the 2 days after that,
Dakota Johnson. Yeah, and I'll be watching from a plane. I guess I don't know. I'll be up in the sky, but I'll watch.
I missed that Dakota Johnson stream.
So the airline doesn't cut off my phone. I'll leave a message in the chat. I'll have to watch the replay after. But
But yeah, man, this was good stuff. Good list. My number 10 was Brick. Number 9 was Traffic. 8 was Set It Off. 7 was Shaft. 6 was Queen and Slim. 5 was The Girl on the Train. Dead Presidents was number 4. 3 was Beverly Hills Cop. The Bodyguard was number 2, and Things We Lost in the Fire was number 1. So that was everything. How did you predict? What did you predict? How was your prediction?
You want me to say how I thought you would predict it?
Yeah. What did you think was my number? 10 and going.
Okay.
Down?
So, I was wrong on some of these. 10, I thought Dead Presidents. 9, Queen and Slim. 8, Brick. 7, Traffic. 6, Set It Off. 5, The Bodyguard. 4, Girl on the Train. 3, Shaft. 2, Things We Lost in the Fire, and 1, Beverly Hills Cop.
Okay, so you knew I was gonna like Things We Lost in the Fire.
Yeah, I figured. I knew. I don't know how much, but yeah.
Yeah, if you've seen Things We Lost in the Fire and you've seen Train Spotting and you're trying to recommend movies about addiction to me, understand that the style of Train Spotting, Requiem for a Dream it's just not my style at all. Movies that deal with recovery and things like that and what it can do to somebody. And I know that these movies like A Requiem for a Dream show that, but they're more about them just tripping. It's more.
Yeah, I've never seen one. I never seen Train Spotting.
It's all just a bunch of trips.
There's something like, I don't want to say that's like glorify addiction or. But I don't
say that, but it's like
this one, like even
they don't show them trying to get better.
There's no
no recovery. There's no help. There's no. Emotion. There's no emotion. I want emotion in these movies.
Okay.
I don't feel my heart breaking watching a Train Spotting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel, and to each his own, right? Because somebody out there might say, my heart breaks watching a Requiem.
Yeah, because
it doesn't for me. I want to, if I'm watching an addiction film, I need to feel emotion. If you don't give me some kind of emotional attachment and
connect with the characters, it seems like you didn't like the characters, I guess.
I don't need to feel emotion in every movie, but an addiction film, 100%. If I don't have emotion to that character, I give a fuck. Not one shit is given. I don't have zero interest in watching it. I'm not interested. So if I hate the characters, that's even
that makes it. Yeah, I guess there's something.
I love Brick. And Del, you are, along with most people that love Brick, on the Letterboxd.
I appreciate it. Yeah, but like I said, I'll get that 4K, man.
Very high rating.
Yeah.
Damn, what a solid list. Mel says, Eli. We got You Would Hate Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, and I seen that when I was younger.
Nick Cage.
Not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea.
Cage, or John. Oh, it's Johnny Depp. I'm sorry.
I also didn't like Blow when I was younger, but I was too young to watch that. I was like 7 years old. I watched.
Yeah.
What was that? 2000 or something?
That's 01, I think. Yeah.
Okay, so I was like 9 years old when I saw it. That's pretty young to be watching Blow.
Yeah, like fucking almost Pablo Escobar over there.
Going.
Penelope Cruz.
Yeah, I didn't know a whole lot about Blowout.
Yeah, like what's his name, George
I
something.
don't even think I knew what cocaine was at 9 years old. Shit, I didn't know what a blowjob was until I was like 13. I came home and from
Like,
school, I got made fun of, and I came home. I'll never forget it. I asked, "What's a blowjob?" At like the dinner table, and my mom,
the dinner table.
my mom's like, "Bob, I'll let you take this one." But that I think my dad
somehow, I guess
I gotta start talking to him because he's gonna get made fun of for not knowing these terms, you know.
Oh, at 13, yeah, I think you should.
But yeah, at 13 now different. 13 then.
Yeah,
I didn't think it was that. It was like I was like 12 or 13 tonight. Kids
they don't like talk
if,
about sex ed.
if you don't know what a sex thing is in a movie.
Yeah, oh sure. I'm sure we all have questions on certain things.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, some of them. You know.
Hey Smirk, we got hey Caveman. Codebreaker says, "Hey Bob, did you watch Tales from the Hood or Fire in the Sky yet?" I haven't seen Tales from the Hood, and I haven't seen Fire in the Sky yet. And I know one of Chris's favorite movies is Fire in the Sky.
I don't know if I've heard of it. I've heard of Tales from the Hood. I don't
Green Factory put out Fire in the Sky recently.
Oh, okay.
With no,
it's a horror movie.
Not a collector's edition. Yeah.
Okay.
That's one of his favorites. That's what I love about film too. Like Christopher, example, Codebreaker. His favorite film of all time is VHS.
Oh, okay.
His favorite. I think it's like his favorite movie of all time.
And do you like anthology? Do you like anthology?
I'm not a big anthology guy.
Okay. Yeah.
It's hit or miss, but I like when, not to disrespect somebody who says like Back to the Future, Indiana Jones, and Godfather are my top 1, 2, and Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
That's common, and I get it. They're beloved movies. Back to the Future, everybody loves it for the most part, I would say. Mm-hmm. But for me, I love when I hear somebody say like, "Oh, my favorite movie would be like." I don't know, like
something obscure,
like
I guess.
Yes, for example, where even if I don't like it, I'm like, cool, because there's a story behind it. Please tell me.
Sure, there's a reason. Yeah.
Why is this your favorite movie?
Yeah,
like, there's got to be a reason, dude. Like,
yeah, someone says I love Back. You're like, oh, I get it. You know, a lot of people love Back. You know what I mean? But something, I guess, not obscure, but something you wouldn't think of. It's like, oh, okay, yeah.
Like Jeff, for example, I don't know if it's his favorite, but I know Kung Pao is definitely up there. And it's like there's a story behind it. Please, you know, and he has a story. He grew up with it. That's his.
Yeah, he said he watched it with friends. I think.
Like he enjoys those. So there's always. I think it's cool when people have a story behind a movie.
Yeah. You remember where you first saw it.
Even if you don't like it, don't judge somebody because you don't like it, because there's a story behind it. Usually, there's a story behind people like this one for me, for example. Now, right? Like I didn't grow up with it, but if somebody goes out and shits on this movie, I'm going to be like, I don't want it to, like you could tell me you don't like it, but honestly, I don't want to hear about why you hate it. Like you could be respectful. You know what I mean? Like it's just not my thing. And then on the flip side, if you love something somebody hates, please respect them too. Mm-hmm. So it's just, there's a respect level. We talked about it last night, but if somebody loves a movie, and you know they love it. So give me Scream, for example. Mm-hmm. And I hated it. And I went up to you, and I know it's one of your favorite movies. And I just came up to you and I said, dude, Scream sucks. It sucks.
That's just
predictable. It's like
being a dick to be a
douche to be a douche, right?
Yeah.
That's not even,
that's almost like
my favorite film of all time is Sound of Music, and most people are shocked. So
I am a little surprised with that, Joe. Yeah, I would
because watching Fire in the Sky is the reason why I'm so fucked up watching that when I was 5.
Oh, I gotta watch this then. Okay,
I remember watching Tommy Knockers too young. I think it's a Stephen King thing.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I haven't seen that either. All right.
Tales from the Hood gives lots of reasons for conversation. Fire in the Sky does too, but for different reasons. Okay, so it sounds like Dell liked them both.
Yeah.
Yes, Joe, I'm shocked.
I am too, man. Yeah, holy shit.
That's fun though. That's one of my favorites too. Like Sound of Music is a great one. I'm pretty sure The Big Chill is up in Nikki's top 5 of all time. I believe she said.
You were okay with it. You were.
Caprice's favorite movie of all time is SLC Punk. Like everybody has different things. If you're not a punk or into the punk rock scene, you might not be into.
Yeah, you might not be into it.
Don't disrespect Caprice though. You don't have to be an asshole.
Oh no, yeah, exactly. You can not.
I can tell somebody I didn't like a movie, but to sit there and be berated for 20 minutes,
there's a difference.
That's just being a jerk.
Yeah, of course.
You don't have to do that. Understand what this movie means to somebody. Just because you didn't like it, you don't know what that movie means to somebody. Mm-hmm. So that's why I get so passionate about this stuff and ratings on Letterboxd and people telling you your ranking is wrong, because no, it's fucking subjective. It's
you got out to be fair, because I'll admit I was like, I try to be. I think I'm better with it, but in the past I was like, Oh, you gave that a 5 or something? Or something
SL
like
Sequence
that.
is in my top 25 of all time. Yep.
Okay.
And I know
I
Streets of
haven't seen that
Fire
either. I gotta.
probably is. So nostalgia is my high school sound of music. Yep. And my high school sound of music. Nostalgia in my high school. Yep. Prince says. Yeah, okay, let me try and predict your rating here. Okay, so I had your number 10 is Brick. Number 9 was Dead Presidents. 8 was
Mhm.
Traffic. 7, The Girl on the Train. 6, Queen and Slim. 5, The Bodyguard. 4, Things We Lost in the Fire. 3, Shaft. 2, Set It Off, and 1, Beverly Hills Cop.
You're close with a lot of them. A lot of them are just
I
flip
thought I
flops.
kind of had an idea of
Yeah, you're pretty good. You're pretty good. You
what
want
it
me to say what? Okay, so 10 is Brick, 9 is Dead Presidents, 8 Girl on the Train, 7 Traffic, 6
Can you start
Bodyguard.
over? I was looking at a comment. I'm sorry. Start over at number 10. I'm sorry. I wasn't listening.
10 Brick, 9 Dead Presidents, 8 Girl on the Train, 7 Traffic, 6 The Bodyguard, 5 Things We Lost in the Fire, 4 Set It Off, 3 Beverly Hills Cop, 2 Shaft, and 1 Queen and Slim.
1 is Queen and Slim?
And it's like maybe
What?
when I was right, I was like, yeah, okay. Things About So Far is probably a better movie, but
So none of these are 4.5 though for you.
no, I think the highest was 4.
Right. Let's add. Talk to the chat while I add this up.
God, I'm bored. Yeah. So how's everyone doing? I don't know. Anything good today? Any pickups?
29. Okay, so 32.5, 36.5 is your amount of stars you gave.
Okay.
I will try and figure out what all the stars I gave are. So
yours is definitely Ivory because you.
I think I went like 36.5. That's your total stars.
Oh, I would say maybe like a 38.
I think your first list was like a 30, 33 or 31.5 you got. I think you were like the same as Ashley or something, 31.5 or 33 or whatever. But let's see here. 5, 9.5, 9.5. Okay. So 13.5. This is weird, just adding up in my head.
Oh, you're doing it ahead. Okay.
Yeah, I'm much faster than that. The calculator would be nightmare. 13.5, 17.5, 21.5, and then that would be 20. Yeah, that would be 25, and that would be 7. So 32, 34.5, 36. So you got me beat by half a star.
Wow. Okay.
And
Interesting.
I thought this might be higher, but it wasn't so well. But yeah, I like this one more than yours. It's the first list to get 4 stars. So dude,
so you like this list better than my
5 out of the 10 were 4 stars, dude. That is a solid list. Like that's
I'm still a little
good.
shocked.
That's good shit, man.
Yeah.
How many did you get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 4 stars as well.
Yeah, I'll take it, man. Yeah.
Yeah, so you and me both.
Shit.
Nicely done. And Anthony says, Tales from the Hood is my favorite horror anthology. It's incredible and will definitely create an interesting conversation.
Maybe we'll have to
put on the 31 Days of Halloween. I'm
right.
shocked you haven't seen the OG Shaft until now. I've never seen the OG Shaft, period. Still,
yeah.
It wasn't the OG Shaft Prince.
Yeah, it was a 2001.
2001 then. Yep, okay. Yeah. Okay, what else do we got here? What? Oh, this was a tough one. What would I rank?
Oh, yes.
The list. What would I recommend this list? Hell yeah, 100%. Would I buy these? I already did buy a lot. I bought the Girl on the Train on 4K. There's only like 2 I don't have. It was Dead Presidents because it only has a DVD.
Yeah, that was DVD. Yeah.
Queen and Slim I didn't get on 4K, but it remained on my list, so I will.
You have it on your watch list, maybe one day on eBay or something. Yeah.
Yeah, Shaft I got, Set It Off I bought, Beverly Hills Cop. There's only 2 on this list I don't own, and one of them has a DVD, and that's the reason I didn't buy it. So I literally own everything on this list. I mostly blind bought a lot of them. So
yeah, because I knew you had Brick from Kino a long time to the Blu-ray.
Oh yeah. Brick. I'll get that 4K of that when it comes out.
Yeah, 1.5. We're getting that 4K, baby. That's right.
This was a list because it's 36. Technically, that's more. It should be a 3.5 stars, but I'm giving this 4 stars. I think I only gave Adam's list 4 stars overall. So only.
I'm having a good night here. Shit.
The reason why is because there's just too many at the top that I can't give.
Kind of outweigh the Brick.
I don't go by the number of how many stars I give because it's more about what if my number what if my number one ends up becoming like my number one of all time? That's got to be like a 4-star.
Oh yeah, I think automatically would have
Even if I hated the rest, right?
If you had all 2s and 1s or whatever,
Yeah.
3s
And then I said, well, your number one is my number 2 of all time. It's like,
yeah,
that's got to be a good list.
Yeah.
Right?
I think
even
so.
if I hated the rest, that's still a successful list. You gave me something that is in my top of all time.
Yeah.
So let's see here. So yeah, I'm gonna give it 4 stars. You should see the Odd Thomas sometime this year, Bob. I do want to see Odd Thomas.
That's Anthony Elchin, right?
It's got the lenticular slipcover.
Okay.
Yeah, Mizzy crushing it, Joe says. And Denzi Mizzy.
Denzi Mizzy.
Denzi.
I know Denzel. Yeah, no.
Denzel. Would I recommend the list? Yes. Would I buy these? As I already said that. What would I rate the list? 4 stars. And that is everything. That is everything. We covered it all. It was a very fun night.
This is great.
Time.
I'm
shocked.
You definitely shocked me.
Talking about these movies, make sure you don't forget about the Dakota Johnson stream. Mark your calendars on October 4th.
Mark your calendar, baby.
And Mizzy's, Mid-Levolution, Return of Mid-Levolution. Sunday. Yes. Sorry. I love how Tony makes himself the best looking on here.
Ken looks like a grumpy bastard.
Ken looks like a grumpy bastard. I'm pointing.
You're just like
you're always pointing, right?
You're like, smell my finger. That's what you're saying.
Oh my gosh. No, but he did actually that does kind of suit me really well because I'm such a very I'm just animated, very animated.
Yeah, there you go, animated.
My hands around it, so I was looking for the right word to use, but yeah. Anyways, greetings, Bob, Mizzy, and Flick Friends. Steve says,
hey, what's up, Steve?
Peace, fellas. Way to go, Mizzy. Great list. I'm looking forward to Nikki's next. I almost said Nizzy.
Nizzy, you combine it up?
Nizzy. I combine
like the Hollywood couple thing. You got to combine her
Nikki and Nizzy.
Yeah, jeez.
Yeah, nicely done, Mizzy. Great stream.
Thank you.
I looks confused, Brian says. Yeah. Oh man, good stuff. I really like doing these. It happens where I don't like them, and look, there's going to be streams in the future where, I'm not going to like some of the movies.
Listen, I better come up with my next list, man. Holy crap, I don't know. That's going to be really tough.
Until October 15th. I gave you, Mizzy and I's next stream will be October 15th. So if you want to see what the 10 I recommended him, and Mizzy, you're looking forward to my next list, are you?
Absolutely. Oh yeah, I'm very excited. There's someone on there that I've been meaning to see for years.
Gave you a nice Kevin Costner movie on there.
Yeah.
He said, yeah. There's no Dakota Johnson movie on your next
list.
There's
not. No, there's not.
No.
Oh, yes, Revenge. Yeah, no, I am sorry. I like that. Sounds pretty good. The Revenge. Yeah. I'm sorry. I was like, I was thinking for a little.
Don't be spoiling. Shut the hell up.
Yeah, I think it's just me and you almost like.
Yeah, but no, it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be
yes.
You're like out here. I've done that before too.
Whoops. Yeah, sorry.
I think Mizzy had a great list. Jeff says, "What's up, Jeff? You got John Doe Jogo?" Yeah, no, it's gonna be a good time. Honestly, so like in September, I have Ashley on, then Nikki on, Caprice on, then Corey on, and then. Ashley will be back on again October 1st. So,
okay,
yeah,
good.
And then I'll be doing the raunchy comedy stream with you in September 30th. So that'll be really fun. We're gonna have some fun stuff. Maybe try and do some digital copy giveaways or something. Maybe
we can definitely absolutely
one or something to stream or whatever. Just try and make it fun. We'll do some trivia. I'm trying to come up with trivia for each movie, but we'll let everybody know what we're gonna watch so that you can watch it ahead of time and then come in and join us and
discuss it all together. Yeah, that'd be good.
Yep,
for sure. Oh yeah, I'm excited.
Now we're talking about trying to get a guest on for each week,
Yes.
So
yes, absolutely.
Exactly. Maybe I think Jeff would be suited for maybe road trip. Seems like Jeff.
Oh, that's a good one.
Jeff and road trip go hand in hand. I feel like that scene with the leopard underwear.
He's like,
you kill a cheetah.
That's funny. Yeah, put your boner.
Why do I see Jeff coming home one day when he was younger and his mom was like, "Did you kill a cheetah?" He's like, "Look at the." Just kidding, Jeff. Oh, I big road trip. Yes.
Yeah, perfect. All right, Jeff.
I have a good gauge of some people. At least they're raunchy comedies. I know what.
Yeah, we had discussed a few people, and I think that
yeah.
sounds.
If people are interested in joining us,
it's DM Bomb because he's better with that than I am.
I think it would be fun to have a guest on. So
yeah, for sure.
And we got some other fun ideas planned. But yeah, Mizzy and I will make sure to keep the camera above our waist, considering we're going
to be talking about some
Alicia Cuthbert. So.
Oh man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. 2 hours 40 minutes in, but this went smooth for me personally, so I'm glad you hung out. Everybody in the chat, I'm glad they hung out. Thank you so much for being here. You know, Steve and Guy's been here for a while. Jeff, Nikki, you know, Chris popped in, Codebreaker. Dell's been here the entire time. We had Joe here, Prince here. You know, I'm probably skipping people. Brian S was here, Anthony was here the entire time. So everybody that's kind of been here the entire time just hanging out, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. As always, Allie was here earlier. She'll be probably commenting on the replay as she always does, which always makes it nice because there's a lot of negativity in this world. So when people like Allie leave a nice comment, it's nice because it's the opposite of what a lot of people tend to get.
Absolutely.
So very nice getting stuff like that. Yes, we had Smirk in the chat as well right here. Johnny was in the chat. He left because I offended him, and then he came. It's turned into a sex education stream. Like Girl Next Door fits perfectly. Guy's wife, Mrs. Caveman was in the chat. Mel was in the chat. Eli Cortez. So, like I said, Sydney Eubanks was here. I always like that Sydney gives his ratings as well. Well, I don't know, man or woman. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. But
but anyway, thank you so much for that. Felt like a 90-minute movie. I'm glad.
April, we need Johnny on a raunchy comedy. Oh my God, we'll just be cracking up the whole time.
I got some funny ones for Johnny. Yeah. You got to make sure he gave it more than 3 stars though. He's like Tony, pretty tough critic.
He's a tough critic there.
3 stars in a heart, I think. So.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll find something.
The stream, he changes his rating on Set It Off.
No one knew what their ratings are. Dell was like, "What? I gave that a 4."
I gave that a 4. Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah. No, but honestly speaking, I talked to you and you were like, dude, you really worried about Dell or something, because I was telling you, I was like, I haven't seen Dell in the chats much, man. I miss him. And you were like, you're really worried about Dell.
No, it's good to see him back, you know.
So, yeah, no.
Life happens sometimes. I get it.
Exactly, yeah, no. So I'm glad to see Dell back hanging out. Ashley was in the chat earlier as well.
Yeah, thank you, Ashley.
Appreciate everybody who popped in.
Ellie, everybody, Caprice.
Yeah, exactly. But it's cool to see that, like, people want to recommend, like, she wanted to recommend The Girl on the Train. And you
that's cool. That, like,
wanted to recommend Nightcrawler, and then I screwed Guy over because Ashley recommended Frightener. Like, But
that's good. Well,
I'm glad I got guys.
Great about this community, man.
The movie where ourselves was in here earlier as well, and I got to schedule a stream with him too. That's message me on Instagram, and I'll definitely get around to that, Nicholas, because I did it with Guy, and so we finally have a date.
Finally got a date,
yeah. It was only 6 years that he recommended me 10 movies, and I haven't started it. So. But yeah, no, it's funny because on my Letterboxd, man, all I watch is first-time watches all the time.
It's good. Hope that percentage go up.
Magic Hands is in the chat as well.
Yes, thanks, Mike.
Please remember David. Yep, and it's in the description in my on this video on the live stream. In the description, the GoFundMe page.
GoFundMe, okay.
I didn't think of words tonight, but yes.
Yeah, okay.
Anyways, Mizzy and I are going to go watch all 4 Final Destinations tonight. We watched the first one earlier, so we were going to watch all 4 Final Destinations and get 1 hour of work and so on and so forth. But yes, always good times. Always good.
Yeah,
times.
For sure.
Thank
you, everyone.
It's important to have good friends and stuff like that. So
absolutely,
always grateful for you. I appreciate you, man.
Right back at you, man. Honestly. So.
All right, everyone, have a great night. Take care. Go watch some fun movies. If there was one movie I could recommend on this list, Things We Lost in the Fire is a really good one. Seriously, check it out. And if you haven't seen Beverly Hills Cop and you're not easily offended, please watch that because it's funny. So, all right, everyone, have a great night. Seriously, thank you so much for hanging out and being here. I really appreciate it.